1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't, yeah. I can't, yeah. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I can't. I can hear you, but can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the mic a bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, 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 check. Yep. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Cool, mate. So confirming my headset are working and you can hear me.
Yeah.
Just have it right against your mouth.
Okay. Andrew, can you hear me? Testing, testing. Andrew, testing, testing. So can hear you before.
He's just concentrating on something.
Oh, okay.
He'll see you in a second now. Oh, there should be down there. Let's go down to it. Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to check your mic. 2, 1, 2, 3,
Yep, can you
4,
hear me,
5.
Andrew?
True.
Testing, Andrew. Now I can't hear me now. Andrew, can you hear me? Very quiet. Can you hear me? Yep. Can you hear me now? Speaking right into it. Testing, testing. They're coming down the picture.
Are they up with the boys? Don and Aaron up, are they running?
We're at heat one.
We are at the semi-final.
Semi.
Yeah. 6 votes.
I'll just keep you in shot so you can...
Andrew, can you hear me? Andrew? Testing, Andrew? Can you hear me, Andrew? Yep.
Do you know if the boys, if they're using those cameras, like are we up?
They're close. He said they're very close together.
It'd be good if we could get this race. Like even if we don't, yeah.
They should just get the video.
Just get the footage, yeah.
I can't, but we can't communicate with them.
Can also say, can Aaron, they can
Maybe just...
can they hear me if I talk?
Yeah, actually that's a good idea.
Yeah? What do you want me to say?
Let them know about this race is
Okay,
very
cool.
important.
Can we start, you can hear me and you're filming? Yes? And are the boys doing commentary? Yep, Aaron and that are doing commentary and you've got this race. No, there's no commentary, but you've got footage.
They get to see the footage going.
Can you just get the footage running even if there's no commentary? Can you get the footage running, live streaming even if there's no commentary? Just ring Aaron. Yeah, we're down here on the beach with the under 23 semi-final number 1. Hoping to see Glenelg Surf Club, the Glenelg Gators, make it through this round into semi-final 2. How's it looking on the live stream? I can't hear him. No. I can't hear Aaron.
Yeah, we just finished an exciting race. We're going to throw it down to Natasha Tunney on the beach. And Tash, how was the finish of that one?
Yeah, super close there, that race. Looking really hot for the finals. Yes. Let's go.
We just saw Talabudra knock off Glenelg in another race. Exciting stuff.
I'm just going to follow you like a
Yeah,
shadow.
that's
I'll be concentrating on filming sometimes, but just tap me on the shoulder. Set up for the day. The first thing we're going to do is set up for the day. So if you compliment yourself for your mat, I'll get to try to be here with the...
Are you going to give me a go, or I'll just go with their throw?
I'll give you a throw too if you can't hear it, okay? You just stay in that position.
Draws up for the eliminations on the ASR lap. We've got 17 crews remaining, Don.
Yeah, we have. She's a packed card there. Again, we went from elimination racing first up there into repêchages, and we've had a couple of cuts, and we are left with our final 17 crews here. Interesting, Tash just chatting to Audrey down on the beach there. Her father is on the beach here today, the horse from New Zealand. One of the big wave sweeps from over there, over to watching his daughter competing for Surfers Paradise. Great to see the families on the beach. And looks like we're starting to get some pictures here, Az.
So we are. We're just going to quickly let you know the order for the days. We've got a race here, which we'll find for you shortly. We're moving for the repêchage, open male and open female. Then we've got semi-finals for the under 23 male and female. Reserves will go to elimination, and then we're going to stop for the moment of reflection and get right back into it. But at the moment, let's get into some racing here. That'll be Lord on screen, Jackson McCaffrey. So this is the open female repêchage. So what's happening here as we get the draws up? We've got the Wander on screen, Lawn Flakes, Coogee DMGs on screen with North Cottesloe to their right, North Narrabeen, Golden Girls. As they're making their way out to sea, Don.
Yeah, mate, bit hard to pick up here on the screen that we've got in front of us here at the moment. Hopefully you've got better screens at home. Wander Wiggins, Lawn Flakes, Coogee, North Cronulla, North Cottesloe, North Narrabeen, the Golden Girls.
On screen there, North Narrabeen.
I'm going to say that.
The great man himself, Donnie McManus.
Yeah, mate, winner of 9 gold medals at Australian titles, Donnie McManus. Round they go, 2 strokes onto the third, and they're facing back to the beach. That's not a bad turn from them, and away they go. Pretty even turn beside them, North Cottesloe, not with such a great turn. They're at about 45 degrees to the beach as they row back in again. And we look at the wide shot there, all in contention here at the moment. We are back on the 2 Norths, North Narrabeen, North Cottesloe on your screens at the moment.
So this is open female repêchage, Donnie. Heat number 2 coming up next, the open repêchage for the open males as they're making their way in. Of course, the previous one, Donnie, you got in front of us?
Yes, mate, I have. And the moving through will be Port Kembla, Surfers Paradise Spice. And I'm pretty sure they're taking 4 through, so Woolgoolga Krakens will get through as well, as long as Portsea Team A. The ones to miss out, Dicky Beach Dingerlings. Now, don't quote me on that. There's either 3 or 4 crews here. Certainly Port Kembla, Surfers Paradise and Woolgoolga through.
You can see on the right-hand side, Don McManus working to try and get this little run. So the tide is going out here, Don. And the rain is coming, and it's going to see what happens this afternoon. But you can see the 3 on screen at the moment. Coogee DMGs, North Cottesloe in the middle, North Narrabeen. And outer shot would be Wander and Lawn, but at the moment in the middle, it's Coogee DMGs.
Yeah, the Termite himself, Rod Coleman, at the back of the crew from Coogee there. Little runner underneath them now. North Cottesloe are going to have to work here. They're running on the top of it. I think it's got away from him. Donnie McManus down he goes in alley 5. Coogee joining him. We can't quite see what's happening over for Wander and Lawn. Coogee coming through here. Termite just has a look over the shoulder. See what he can see there. North Cottesloe coming through between them right now.
So, of course, a great club, Coogee. Been right up there for the past few years. North Cottesloe, as we said before as well. Just continue to come over here to the eastern states and do what they do. And you can see Lawn finishing there in the background. Meg Davies' 21st birthday. Unfortunately, that'll be their campaign over. And, of course, we mentioned earlier a death in the family of one of the rowers has made them move up into the opens from 23. So condolences once again. And to Jackson McCaffrey, the sweep there. Their campaign is over. But once again, let's get down to Natasha Tunney and let's see who she's got.
Okay, yeah, we're back here on the beach. We've just had the second repêchage for the open females. Coogee, you snuck through. Repêchages are challenging. You don't want to be in them. You've got through. So I'm with Sam. How was it?
Look, tough racing. Everybody's Open's this really tough division. We've just come up from Resi's this season, so we always knew it was going to be really tough, but yeah, we rode well, so stoked with that.
Okay.
Just keep on trying to sneak our way through.
All right, well, good stuff. Good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
And back to you boys in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Tash. We want to hear your comments on the live stream, so get involved, throw your comments in, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And now is the time to hit that share button. Share the link with your family and friends and anyone you know to get this coverage pumping. And now we're moving into the open male repêchage. So we've had one round of males, and now we're moving into the repêchage of the open male, where we've got 5 in this one. South Curl, Sneaky Nuts, Currumbin Krakens, Mooloolaba Sea Anchors, Woolgoolga, Barracudas and McMasters. 5 here, Don. 3 through, 2 are going home.
Absolutely. Elimination racing right here. This is where your season comes down to it. These crews missed out in round 1, have got themselves into a repêchage. Mooloolaba on the screen now. And that might be Peter Grant, the sweep of that crew.
That would be Shane Lee.
Shane Lee, apologies, Shane.
No, you're right. He's Mooloolaba actually got 3 open men crews here this weekend. So Shane's moved up a few years ago from the Great Ocean Road.
South Curl in and away. The Sneaky Nuts, Gus Spiteri at the back of that crew. Look at the rate and the power of those guys ripping it through. A little bit of whitewater in front of them here now. This is the Currumbin crew on screen now, the Krakens. They're going to pop up and over these waves. Bit of water down there in Alley 5 from the crew from Woolgoolga.
And they're flying.
McMasters Beach out of Alley 5. They've got away to a good start here. We don't have the drone in the air just yet. We're just waiting on some clearances to get the drone up, which is going to assist us in our call across the line. But there are Currumbin, centre of screen there now, coming across Mooloolaba, across to Woolgoolga, and then McMasters Beach in Alley 5. There's the wide shot there. It's possibly the crew in the centre, Mooloolaba Sea Anchors, with the work to do. And South Curly Sneaky Nuts on your left-hand side. Keep an eye on them. What a campaign South Curly had. The last time that we had the Australian titles up here, they walked away as a club with an absolute swag of medals.
And it's not just that. Yesterday they took out the under-19 males, which was amazing to see. So the under-19 male and females have finished theirs. So congratulations to Palm Beach winning the under-19 female, South Curl, the under-19 male. Of course, 2 clubs that just continue to get it done. So this is the open male repêchage. 5 in this one. 3 will go through to round 2. And they're probably 5 or 6 strokes out from that turn.
Yeah, South Curly coming in now, along with the crew beside them, Currumbin. They're going to hit about the same time. You'll see the stroke side dig in. 1, 2, maybe a 3rd stroke. Oh, South Curly won't be happy with that turn. Currumbin around at 90 degrees to the beach, way quicker than South Curly. That's an advantage there. They get first attempt at these runners on the way back home again. Currumbin lifting the rating out of the can there with a little bit of a runner in underneath them. South Curly got themselves in a position now. Gus Spiteri with that crouching style, talking to his crew, urging them on. We need to go here. Only 3 going through here.
Lyle Clark on the right-hand side, so we're going to get a wider shot surely just to see where we're at, because we've got 5 in this one. So the right-hand side, Woolgoolga definitely in that top 3. You called it on the way out, Don. Mooloolaba in the middle, got a bit of work to do. And maybe even on the right-hand side too, the crew from McMasters. So we're just seeing the swell has dropped a little bit, but we're going to see probably in about 1 hour's time the wind's going to pick up. The tide's going out, so that bank might start to work again. But there's a nice one coming under here for Woolgoolga, Donny.
Yeah, there is. Little wave there behind him. The sweeper spotted it, and he's going to call them up. And we've got the crews in alleys 2 and 4 that look like they're going to get the best advantage out of this. Currumbin Krakens, they are rowing hard. Nothing there for them. That has slipped in underneath them, the same as Woolgoolga. This will leave them exposed to the crews behind. Krakens on one now. South Curly coming up to join them as well. 3 through here. Certainly Mooloolaba Sea Anchors are out of it at this stage. As we come across the screen, we've got 2 there. Can't quite see what's happening down there for Woolgoolga and McMasters.
So I think Woolgoolga might be in a bit of trouble in the middle there. Those 2 will definitely get through, South Curl and Currumbin. Of course, we'll get the results off the app shortly. So they're going to make it through, these 2 crews on screen. Of course, Currumbin, Lyle Clark there sweeping that one. they've got 3 open men crews as well. So Mooloolaba have the 3. And you continue to see the likes of North Cronulla have a couple, South Kirkhill 2 as well. So those crews and clubs that just continue to get it done. So we're moving into the open male repechage round 2, heat 2. Coming up after this race, we go back to the under 23 males. So we've got 8 left in the under 23s, and that really starts to ramp up for those categories, Don.
Absolutely.
And we've just got Tash on the beach. Let's see who she's found now for a chat.
Hi, we're down here with Currumbin Krakens. It's Gabe. You've made it through the repechage.
Yeah,
How was that race?
It was hard.
Yeah.
Not as hard as the first one. That was tough. Balls to the wall, but
Yeah. A lot of pressure with the repechages, isn't there?
yeah. It's first time I've been in one, but looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, good luck for the rest of the day, and we'll cross back to you boys in the commentary.
Thanks, guys.
And of course, we are here on the sunny coast. The Sunshine Coast does welcome all competitors, spectators and visitors for the Aussies. Stay on and explore the pristine beaches, or refresh and relax in the breathtaking Sunshine Coast hinterland. I don't know if you're allowed to read that message being a Gold Coast boy, mate, but I'll take that one for you.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, mate. On camera here now, the second of our repechages in the open males, Mooloolaba Magic, and I might have it right this time with Peter Grant at the back of that crew. You're just going to check that for me, Azza. Coleroy Gnomes in 2, Freshwater Blue in 3, and the Tullabudgera Tomcats on the screen there now, Mooloolaba. Left-handed sweep from Mooloolaba. The check starter's happy there, the fan belt in the red shirt with the Aussie flag. He's happy with the line. Coleroy on screen there now. That could be Gavin Scott at the back of that boat.
Yeah, Wood, Freshwater, Alex Welsh sweeping them, of course. Gary Williams of the Tullabudgera Tally Tomcats. So 4 in this one, 1 will drop off. So they got the 4 in this one, a little bit more of a luxury, but they still got to work hard. As you can see, they slouch down, getting ready for a start. Coming up next, the under 23 males. There's 8 remaining and 6 will make it to the final, so strap yourself in for that. And you can see, we've seen yesterday, and it's happening again here today, there's just that bit of a hole in the middle, which is making it tricky for the start.
Yeah, certainly is. And as this tide drops out, we're going to have the biggest low, or the lowest low, should I say, of the week. About 0.5 of a metre. So these banks are going to come into play. Coleroy on screen here. Got a great story out of Gavin Scott yesterday on the history of the longest sponsorship in surfboats, McWilliams Wines. They are as one with the Coleroy Club. Look across the line there, the crews in alleys 3 and 4, Freshwater and Tullabudgera Power down there. Sweep at the back of that boat. Gary the Swoop Williams, president of the Australian Surf Rowers League Queensland. Stroke just standing there. Gary Collins, 55 years of age, rowing A grade. Has managed to cover 4 decades of A grade rowing. Absolutely outstanding from the big fella in the stroke seat there. Gary Huey Collins.
Of course, joined by Bo Michael and Chandler Walker as they get ready for their start. Mooloolaba on screen. Of course, Peter Grubb Grant inducted into the Victorian Surf Rowers League Hall of Fame last season. There'll be some more inductees into that in 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Interesting watching the body language there. The gun was obviously up and then it dropped back down again, and the crews relax again. Bit of energy being expelled there on the edge. Mind you, these are all experienced rowers here. They should take it all in their stride. Look at the cleaver oars there in the Mooloolaba boat. You'll notice the blades on the end there. Oh, and away they go now. Oh, not the best start. She was pretty rocky there, getting away from Mooloolaba. Coleroy on screen there now, rating up, punching hard. They are going to bounce over that. Nothing too much to worry our open men crews here today. Mind you, a check is enough just to knock you back out of the racing. Alley crew down there in Alley 3, Freshwater just punched through there. 1 in front of the Tomcats, I just noticed off screen. Mooloolaba here. Oh, no.
Fresh. Who we got there?
That's Freshy.
Yeah.
That is a decent check down there for Freshwater. That has put them at the back of the pack. Tomcats to your right-hand side there. They are away. I thought that wave had jumped up in front of the Tullabudgera crew, but it looks like Freshy got the worst of the starts. Coleroy, they have gone, though. They have absolutely bolted. On the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the red boat of Coleroy.
So just repeating, they're going to have a repechage here with the Opens. What will happen for the Opens after this as we move through the program? They're going to go straight to quarterfinals, and then they're going to move into the semis and the finals. So there'll be quarterfinal, minor semi, major semi in the final, so make sure you keep up to date on the ASRL app. But again, reminding everyone the intent is to finish racing today. Coming up next is the under-23s. Then we've got elimination racing for the reserve males, and then we're going to pause for our moment of reflection, which is a great part of our program to remember those that we've lost in the past 12 months.
Yes, and there'll be a surfboat on the beach. The Old Mates boat, which has the names of previous legends of our sport that have passed on. John Ellingson from the Coolin Club does a great job with that. Into the turning cans they come, and it is Coleroy that's going to hit there first, closely followed by Tullabudgera and Freshwater, making up some good ground there considering the check that they got. Good turn there by all crews, and away they go. Season ending here for the crew that finishes in 4th position.
And you can see on the wide shot there, making the turn a fair way off the pace, unfortunately, is that crew from Mooloolaba Magic. So if they're only dropping one, they're the crew that have to work at the moment. And just as we move into the program this morning, Don, those waves just aren't quite there to really make up a gap like that, but you just never know. We'll see what happens shortly.
Southwest wind blowing here at the moment as well, blowing across the course. A little bit of offshore, and it has picked up substantially from earlier up this morning when it was nice and glassy. Yeah, Mooloolaba there, you can see on the screen now on the left-hand side, they have dropped well back.
So just on screen there, Coleroy. So the forecast is in about 1 to 2 hours' time, that rain is expected to hit. We're expecting to hit 30 to 35 kilometre winds, not too far away too, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the conditions change. You can see Grubb at the back there, he's just going across to his left, just trying to get any sort of run he can. But look at this from Coleroy on the left, Freshwater on the right, and Tally also, Donny, on the right-hand side.
Yep, those three crews look like they are going to safely get themselves out of the repêchage and back into the program again. Tullabudgera just sitting there, letting it run. They row now. Second bow in that boat. Bo not feeling the best this morning. A bit of intel there. He's feeling a bit crook, so that could explain why Tally just slightly off the pace here this morning.
Well, as they get across the line, unfortunately, we do lose Mooloolaba. Looking at the comments, Sam Lowry, great to have you on as you do every year, just giving us a bit of lip. Of course, you think the South Curly Underdogs win the under-23 men. Well, they're joining us next, and we got a couple on the YouTube as well. I saw a comment about Sharon Taylor watching from the UK supporting Southport. Well, unfortunately, all of the Southport boaties and supporters were in the bar at 5 o'clock last night. I don't think they're racing today, but you can watch all of the other crews get in action as we're moving now into the under-23 males, and it's semi-final time. Semi-final number 2, we've got South Kilburley, Maroochydore Force, the Northcliffe Hurricanes and Palm Beach Finns, but for now, down to Tash on the beach. Yeah, thanks for that update, Tash. We do have 2 states represented here, 2 from Queensland, 2 from New South Wales, and of course we are supported here by BRP Finns, Kellogg, TFH High, Ampol, DHL, major partners of Surf Life Saving for well over 20 years. The Isuzu Ute of Australia, Westpac, and of course host Surf Life Saving Australia. So we do have 4 in this one: South Kilburley, Maroochydore Force, Northcliffe Hurricanes, Palm Beach on the right-hand side. 4 in this, and 3, Don, are going to make it to an Aussie final.
We're down to the top 8 of the under-23 males. First semi-final here of 4. As mentioned, 3 through. On screen there now, the legend himself, Damien Claypan, and his crew, the Hurricanes. They are Queensland state champions. Damien Claypan, winner of 11 gold medals. The most medalled sweep in the history of surf boats right there. And he can produce crews, this guy, and he can bring them up for an Aussie title.
We were watching the crews yesterday, Donnie, you and I, as we were looking at the form for today, and this crew and their under-23 females are absolutely motoring, and they'll be thriving off these conditions. Big boys, great start. Also on the right-hand side, Palm Beach, Northcliffe there. We've got South Kilkeel, Burleigh. And then there's another crew we haven't mentioned, the old Maroochydore Force.
Yeah, Maroochydore Force, current Australian team, current back-to-back Australian champions, the Maroochydore Force. This is a red-hot heat. Palm Beach Finns in 4. I'm pretty sure they are the New South Wales State team and winners of the New South Wales State. Crew just dropped back there, South Curly, Burleigh. Mark Spiteri at the back of that crew there. They might have just got a little check off the start there. We didn't catch that, but boy, what a hot heat of under 23s that we've got here. All of these crews easily be in the final.
Peter Spence won a gold with the under-19 females. They're undefeated all season, pretty much at every carnival. So he continues to get it done. Great to see him on the right-hand side. But it's the crews in the middle we're watching, Maroochydore and Northcliffe, that have just got that lead. Probably Palm Beach a length off, and on screen there with the work to do, South Kilkeel as they make their way out to sea.
Yeah, just across to the right of your screen now. Sorry, centre of the screen now. You can see that crew out in front. To me, that looks like Maroochydore Force. That is swept by Michael Brooks. Brooksy, left-handed sweep. You watch these guys whip it around the can. As if we get a little bit closer to it, they do a super quick turn. It's one advantage that these guys can get. Not too many runners here. Whatever swell that we've got, the wind is chopping sideways across it. We were getting great runners and great waves all week. This is the smallest the swell has been. Approaching their can, here we go. Michael Brooks in here now. 1 stroke, 2 strokes, and away they go. They have all joined in there. He's whipped it around in first position.
Great turn.
Throw a blanket over the next lot of crews there. Oh, South Curly again not coming out all that square. But they have made up some ground, the South Curly crew.
Yeah, they definitely have as they make their way out to sea. Coming up next will be semi-final number 2 of the under-23 male, where we've got Northcott, Bulleye, South Kilkeel underdogs and the Gators from Glenelg. But at the moment, we've got the Queensland crews in the middle on screen, left-hand side. Maroochydore Force, of course, Megsy, ex-ASRL president, dedicated a lot of time to the sport at a national level. And he's doing great things there at his club. And a wider shot there. Look at these. Couple of different rowing styles, but also a couple of different sweeping styles there, Don.
Yeah, if you look at the rowing style of the Maroochydore Force, when it gets a runner underneath them, they will throw the shoulders hard into the bow and they will hang into the bar. Northcliffe beside them, quickest crew in Queensland currently. And they are right next to the Maroochydore crew. Maroochydore just a slight advantage there. Palm Beach on the right of screen,
yeah,
runner under them.
Bang.
They've just gone out of camera there now, and they're on that one there now.
Yeah, pat on the back. That's how you do it, boys. You've just made an Aussie final. And I reckon second place, Don, was looking good for Maroochydore Force. And Northcliffe, when we get that shot shortly, will be in third. And let's see what happens as South Kilkeel try and get them for that final spot. But Spency's razzing them up. He knows they're going to make a final.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with that in such good company. And that will be a confidence booster. Racing against probably 2 of the other hottest crews in the country. Maroochydore still trying to get over the line. Northcliffe there as well. Not quite sure where South Curly picture in this. We think South Curly may well be missing out here.
Yeah, high fives. Megsy with the timber oar as well. Loves it. The lefty.
Yeah, likes the feel of the timber oar in the waves. Does our Megsy. And we haven't been able to confirm, but we think South Curly, Mark Spiteri, might be in a bit of bother there. Second, and we see the other of the South Curly 23 crews pushing into the water there now.
We'll get ready for that one, but for now we can see Tasher on shot. Let's go have a chat with one of the boys from Palmy.
We're down here with the Palm Beach Finns, semi-final 2 for 23 boys. That was a cracking runner you boys got then. How was that?
Oh yeah, felt unreal. We know that as soon as we turn the can, if a big runner comes, that's one of our fortes. So we just knew if we had half a length on him, we could pull down that runner, we'd be straight in the final. That's all we needed, but then anything can happen in the final. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, well, good luck for the rest of the day, and congratulations, great racing.
Cheers, thanks.
Good work, Tash. Absolute pack of units up there. Of course, Westpac celebrating their 50 years of support of surf lifesaving now for 5 decades. Westpac, in partnership with Surf Lifesaving Australia, have together been delivering the Westpac Lifesaver Rescue Helicopter service for more than 50 years. Whether it's swimmers in trouble, boating incidents, missing bushwalkers or floods, the Westpac choppers always there to help. Of course, now Don, semi-final number 2 of the males, 3 more crews to make an Aussie final.
South Curly underdogs on screen now. Winners of the New South Wales State Championships. I think these guys were the Australian team a couple of seasons ago as well.
You can see Fanbelt there with the flag there. He's probably looking behind him. So the weather's coming from behind the beach. The rain is about an hour away. The wind's going to continue to pick up. And what a start there by the lads from South Curly. Away they go.
Straight in and over the gunnel. And you see the stroke there is the son of the sweep. Great to see these family connections. There is a left-handed sweep there. That might be Jonesy from Bulli. Out they go, punching hard. Crew in Alley 1, North Cottesloe. Oh, they've copped a bit off the beach. And that's put them back. And they spent a bit of time going up in the air too while the other crews are going forward. Oh, down there in Alley 4, Palm Beach. Sorry, Glenelg Gators.
Yep. Peter Tidswell, Surf Life Saving Australia Coach of the Year last year. Of course, back-to-back Australian representatives. And these lads just continue to chip away. And they're in the top 8, but they have work to do. But they're not too far off North Cottesloe on the left. I actually did see Glenelg not get the best start in their quarter-final yesterday, and they just motored it to the cans. I think you were calling that race as well, and they made their way back into it. So we'll see what happens here over the next 10 or 15 strokes. And, of course, that sweep Ian Clark on screen from North Cottesloe.
Two crews in the centre, Bulli Gold, South Kirkhill Underdogs leading us out here in the second of the semi-finals. Absolute glory going through to the final of the under-23 males here. One boat to drop out.
So making their way out. Coming up next will be the under-23 female major semis, and then we're moving into the elimination racing. And we've got to do our best to get the moment of reflection in 10 races time streamed. Of course, remembering those and honouring those that we've lost in the past 12 months. But the race at the moment turning, as you can see, the lean back there from the sweep.
Yeah, not sure what was going on there. Termite, we might have to have a chat to him about that one. He leant back on the back of the tuck. I think he's trying to get a bit of the boat out of the water to help it spin. Pretty effective. Different turning style there from the crew from Bulli. And boy, didn't they run out of the cans, the Bulli crew.
Yeah, Jonesy on screen. Of course, the lefty there sweeping. So they'll start to make their way in. These big, strong lads, the under-23s, are as quick as the open. Some of these guys, especially the ages of, 20, 21, 22, they're just units. And look at them go in the middle. It is South Kirkhill. Strong history in this category. And also in the under-19s we saw yesterday. They just have a wonderful junior program. They had 7 junior crews here for the under-19s and 23s. And Don, let's just focus here how they milk this run.
Yeah, runner under South Curly there. You'll see them throw their weight back. Rating comes up. Oh, and Termite would be absolutely giving it to them. Boys, just stay on this. We are through to an Aussie final here. He falls off the top of it. He has a look over the shoulder there. One more to come for us. Don't let these crews from behind get at us. He's going to wait. He asks the boys to row again now. And the underdogs are going to be joined by Bulli on the same wave. That is the leading wave and the leading 2 crews on screen now. Interest is going to be to fill this third spot. North Cottesloe and Glenelg. We've got Glenelg on screen there now.
So there's Northcott, same wave, I reckon, Don. So we're going to have to see what happens. Northcott behind, so they're going to get through Bulli and also South Kirkhill. You've got Glenelg on screen, but Northcott could be the wave ahead. We'll just have to see, Don, what happens with those results. But a great campaign for those crews from Glenelg and Northcott regardless.
Yeah, hard for us to pick here and hard for you guys to pick at home as well. I'm not sure whether North Cottesloe or Glenelg will make it through that. We're as eager as what you guys are to see that drone up in the air and get some footage from the air.
And of course, we are live streaming here the Aussies action thanks to Surf Life Saving Australia. And if you've got a great Aussie story or photo to share, they'd love to hear from you. Send the stories or photos to aussiesmedia@slsa.asn.au. And of course, the festival zone just up the road there with plenty of action on and off the beach today. Don't forget to head up to the festival zone at Pearce Park. Beautiful shots here. We're moving to the under-23 females. And we're going to throw it down to Tash.
Okay, down here with Termite, made it through to the final for the 23 males. You've had a win yesterday already in the juniors, so another final, another medal.
Yeah, it's super exciting. These boys, they've been with me now for 7 years, and we've had our silver, and we've repped Australia and New South Wales. But there's one that's missing.
This is the one that you want.
Yeah, and look, I think they've done enough today to certainly show that they're going to be all over it. I think they can do it. I hope they can do it. It'll be a dream come true.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck in the final.
And Tash, while you're there,
yes.
Just hold him for a second. We had Termite on the screen there doing his boy turn, and he leant right back to the back of the boat. Can you just ask him about his technique of doing the turn there?
Okay, I'm just getting some comms here from the commentary guys. So they want to know about your turn.
Yeah.
So you lean right back on the boat. Just talk us through what you're doing.
Yeah, so what we do, a lot of sweeps, they grab the stroke oar and they pull it, and some just sit still. What I do is as they take that, the stroke catches that stroke, I lean right back, I push the sweep oar into the water, and I put it up against that shoulder so I can kind of scoop it back and get that extra level of, I'm trying to lift the nose a tiny bit, and B, I'm trying to just give them a little bit more turn at the back end of the boat.
Are you left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
So it's not as sharp a turn as that turn. It's wider, but we come out faster. So look, so we come out a little wider. We've got to cop that, but then we think that the couple of knots of boat speed is what we're after. And we jump onto that first runner and we're going.
Well, it's working for you so far. So anyway, good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Tash. There you
Back
go.
to you, boys.
There you go, Don.
Good stuff from the Termite. He's already got 2 gold medals. He's picked up the 240 Masters and he's picked up the under-19, shaking hands there with Peter Spence, who has also picked up a medal in the under-19 females. 2 of the big names from the Sydney Northern Beaches. And will it be another tattoo for the Termite? When he wins an Aussie, he gets a tattoo of the crew name.
He's running out of room.
Yep.
Moving on to the under-23 females, moving into the water. We've got the Palm Beach Pina Coladas in alley number 1, the Avoca Beach Zephyrs in 2, Fairhaven Salamanders in 3, Glenelg Grenades in 4. So on the right-hand side, you've got Glenelg, Aussie champions last year, back-to-back Australian representatives. Fairhaven next to them, back-to-back silver medalists in Aussies. And just a shout-out to Alabor Ace, who's in the Glenelg crew. Of course, we know a few of their stories, but Alabor Ace, let me just wheel through this one for you, Donnie. Her brother plays AFL for the Adelaide Crows. Her sister's just been drafted into the WNBA, playing in women's basketball at pick number 20. Her mum is a OAM recipient, 90-odd netball test match for Australia, and her dad played over 250 games with the Port Adelaide in this handful.
Pretty strong genes there, mate.
That's one of the most incredible sporting stories of a family you would ever hear.
Absolutely. The only thing I can add to that, the Hollymans sisters.
Yep.
They have one of their sisters play State of Origin for Queensland, and I think she's also played for Australia.
And she's just re-signed with Canberra.
There you go. And she has a couple of sisters rowing surfboats.
Palm Beach.
Yeah, Palm Beach on screen here, the Pina Coladas.
Big Matty Giblin there, Pina Coladas on screen. So 4 in here, 3 are going to make it through to the final. Of course, we mentioned before the Salamanders, Matt Silker here. This will be his last Aussie sweeping with the Victorian club. Yeah, and I hear he's an open market sweep for Queensland next year, so he's moved up.
He's here in Queensland and he's pretty popular, mate, I can tell you. I can vouch for our club. We'd love to see him.
Ex-VSRL president, of course. He's done amazing things. As I mentioned, they've won back-to-back silver medals. They want to go one better. The crew next to them on screen, Glenelg, Peter Tidswell, Surf Life Saving Australia Coach of the Year, Aussie medalist, or gold medalist last year. And a couple of waves here to deal with.
Yeah, a couple of ones to bounce over here. Let's hope it doesn't hold them up too much. You see Glenelg up and over. They're all over. One more green swell here.
Fairhaven.
Yeah, what are they going to do here? They're going to bounce over the top of that one as well. Cleaver oars in there again for the Fairhaven crew. And the crew in alley 2 there, Avoca Beach Zenith, they look like they've got the best of the start. Palm Beach on your left-hand side, they're out as well. But yeah, just getting back to Glenelg there, mate. They are back-to-back Aussie champs. They are going for number 3 here, which is absolutely incredible for a 23 crew.
Left-hand side. Of course, Matty Mitchell with the Avoca Beach Zephyrs, of course. They're leading the way at the moment, right next to them, Palm Beach. The crews on the right-hand side will have the work to do, and I reckon after this race we'll get down to Tash and have a chat, because I reckon these conditions have just gotten a little bit seedy here. The wind's picked up.
Yeah, you can see the white horses starting to appear out the back there now as that wind strengthens up and turns from the southwest to the south to the southeast is what we're expecting today. That's going to make conditions tricky here. One of the reasons our officials got through the under-19 racing yesterday and completed the under-19 division of the Australian Championships. On screen here now, we are down to the top 8 of the under-23 females. We've already got 3 out of our first semi, and we're looking at our second semi here now, and all crews still in it. From the top there, we have Palm Beach, Avoca, Fairhaven and Glenelg to your right off screen.
So you can see, as you mentioned before, the wind's really picked up and the crews are just drifting a little bit to the left, down to the north, as that wind is swinging around southeast, even from the south at the moment. So they've got to work really hard into this turn. Turning equal first, and we'll get that wider shot shortly. And you can see, Donnie, they're coming out really wide.
Yeah, the wind will be stopping them from turning at the start of the turn, but once they get around, they are going to get a push of the wind to straighten their bow up and head them home. Pretty hard to pick on that wide shot there, but I think it's the crews in alleys 1 and 2, Palm Beach and Avoca, looking the goods. They are on screen here at the moment, but hey, anyone's race still. They're all in it.
Especially Glenelg, their back half is strong. You'd know more than anyone watching them in the Australian team for a couple of years. Their back half, they motor, and at the moment you can see
Avoca Beach there, running the top of that one. Palm Beach has their nose down as well. Nothing in it for these two crews in alleys 1 and 2. We are going across now in alley 3. We can see Fairhaven Salamanders, probably back a boat length or so from the Palm Beach crew. And then we go across to Glenelg. There they are.
So Palm Beach and Glenelg are probably the two just in front of Avoca Fairhaven, have the work to do. As you can see, they're really starting to drift hard to that left of your screen. They're going to hit the wave zone shortly. As we predicted, Glenelg have come right into it, and the waves are coming down.
Fairhaven's going to need to jump onto something here, otherwise it's good night for them. Palm Beach.
Something there.
Yeah, something there for Palm Beach, something there for Avoca. Can Avoca get onto this? They're rowing the top of it now on screen. It's going to slip underneath them. This could open it up for Fairhaven here. Palm Beach look like they're safe. Glenelg on as well.
They're in. It's going to be close. They're going to be on the same wave here. I don't know how far the line is out, but Fairhaven are going to pull onto one along with Avoca. You can see on screen. This is probably the closest one we've had so far, Don. Palm Beach and Glenelg are in.
Avoca, they look like they were over the line, mate, and they're not rowing or sprinting for it. I'm assuming they've got themselves over the line. Oh, sorry, that's Glenelg on screen there now. So, yeah, sprint finish there. Avoca were in absolute dead water.
Yeah.
Going nowhere. Fairhaven coming from behind them with the momentum. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Fairhaven have snuck past Avoca there.
We'll get the results as soon as we can. We'll throw it down to Tash when she gets someone. But coming up next, Collaroy Crusaders, and we got 2 more Palm Beach crews. So 3 out of the top 8 under 23 female cruiser from Palm Beach, the Peace Mode and Pretzels, and the Northcliffe Lightning in alley number 4. I've got a bit of a story to tell about them shortly as the racing gets underway. But of course, we saw Palm Beach and Glenelg get through, and for now it's down to Tash on the beach.
Okay guys, I'm down here with Glenelg Grenades. They've just made it through to the Aussie final for 23 females. Tilly, that was bloody close.
Yeah, some really hot racing. The crews this year are absolutely incredible. It's been great.
That was a big chase from you guys. You were probably almost out of it at some point after the can turn. What got you guys home?
Fucking cranking the shit out of it.
Yeah, just grinding.
Really cranking, yeah. Really bringing it home.
All right, well, good luck for the rest of the day for the final. Hopefully we get to have another chat again.
Thanks, Tash.
Yeah, we'll have another chat with it.
Guys.
We'll have another chat and utilise, Tash, that 7-second cue button to drop those F-bombs. But Tash, while you're there, how are the conditions looking? The wind's picked up.
You know, it's not too bad. The wind hasn't come up too much. It's not really going to be messing with the crews much at this stage. That rain, I actually can't see any at this point, so hopefully that holds off as long as possible. But yeah, there's a little bit of side wind coming through, but it's certainly not going to bother these crews that are at this stage of racing. They're all super confident and relatively experienced in this stuff. So yeah, we should be good to go, and it looks like we've got that semi-final 2 for the 23 girls on the line about to go. We are in the starter's hands, so I'll cross back to you.
Good on you, Tash, as your ponytail blows at 90 degrees. It's not windy. Well, I'm going to say it is. And the flag, the flag that's up was going pretty hard as well. Collaroy Crusaders, Gavin Scott on screen here now. We've got 2 of the Palm Beach crews in the centre of the field, and 1 to keep an eye on, Northcliffe.
Northcliffe Lightning. So they got Ollie Mitten there in the bow, who's come up about 6 weeks ago to do her studies, and she's come into the crew 6 weeks ago. Her father, Dave Mitten, passed away about 18 months ago. A wonderful rower with the Torquay Surf Club, and her mum and brother actually flew up yesterday to surprise her to watch here today. So you'll see that crew in Northcliffe. She's been sending me updates of how hard they've been working, and they have not missed a beat all weekend.
Yeah, Damien Claypan flogs his crews. He certainly gets them here fit. And they might just have their nose in front, along with the Palm Beach Pretzels there in Alley 2.
Of course, the Palm Beach Pretzels there. We mentioned they got 3 crews in this. Of course, that one there is Spency's crew. So Spency there in Coxie with the Peace Mode. And of course, Coleroy got a silver medal in the under-19 women yesterday. This is a nice tight one going out to sea.
Yeah, mate, it is. One of the most dominant races that I've seen all weekend. Those Northcliffe girls down on the right-hand end, they finished not one way but 2 waves in front of the rest of the field. But it's hotting up here at the pointy end. We are in the second semi-final, 3 through to the final.
Close one. You can start to see, as we mentioned it, Northcliffe long, strong at the back. They're starting to find their range and they're extending here. They're one to watch for sure. As you said before, mate, 11 golds to the great man. He might get another 1 or 2 this weekend. I know his 2 crews won the Queensland State and under 23s, and they're doing well so far here. Probably 15 strokes from the turn.
Yeah, unbelievable. He rocked up with his crews after Christmas onto the Queensland scene and has just dominated it since then. As mentioned, he can prepare a crew. Has great assistance from his father, Gary, who does a lot of training of the crews as well. Well supported at the Northcliffe Club, Damien Claypan. Just hitting into his can there now. He might just be a smidgen in front, 1, 2 and around. Peter Spence and the Palm Beach crew around as well. Just Coleroy in alley 1 there. Probably about a boat length behind our leading crews. And it is hot.
It definitely is. We could see 3 Palm Beach crews in the under-23 female final of the Aussies here, thanks to Surf Life Saving Australia. We'll see what happens over the next 90 seconds. But look at Northcliffe on the right. They don't need to make a statement because they've been rowing so well all weekend here. Huge campaign for them. Little run under Coleroy on the left has dropped off. So Northcliffe looking good at the moment. It's going to be game on for 2nd, 3rd and 4th as they're probably 10 or 15 strokes from those gates.
Chatting to the president of the Queensland ASRL this morning, he was disappointed that Damien's crew had arrived after the Queensland team selection event. Both of his crews didn't make the Queensland team, but then went on to dominate the scene up here. They have been very impressive. Little runner going to come underneath them now. They might be able to put another boat length on the field here again. That's a great confidence booster for the girls from Northcliffe. Palm Beach in the centre there. Probably Peter Spence just on the left would be just in front. Coleroy, they've come back into it here. Keep an eye on the Crusaders there. If one of these crews doesn't jump on the wave in front, Coleroy are right there. Palm Beach Peace Mode need to get down this one because Coleroy has got a lump behind
they
them.
do. Here we go, Johnny. Look at this. Northcliffe are going to get over the line. It's all yours, mate. Great shot.
Yeah, Coleroy here making a late charge. They are attacking the 2 Palm Beach crews in the centre of the field. Oh, and a bit of dead water there. Comes across. Oh, there they go. Don't know where the line is here. They're all over now. We are going to have to leave that one to our line judges and possibly even the video review on that. 3 boats hitting over the line at the same time.
And just quickly, Don, the previous semi-final, Avoca Beach pipped Fairhaven. So Fairhaven Salamanders, their campaign is over. So great work for them. Huge 6 or 7 years they've done together. They age out now, so we'll see what happens with the Fairhaven Salamanders next season, as they've done 6 or 7 years together right through the ranks. But coming up next, you've been waiting for them, the reserve male eliminations. 16 are left in the reserve male. We've got on the line Mermaid Beach, Dicky Beach, and the 2 crews from North Cronulla, Boffs Blues and Brooks on screen there.
Yeah, 2 North Cronulla crews there in alleys 3 and 4.
And Natasha Tunney's got the great man, the 11-time Australian champion himself, for a chat.
Yeah, I'm down here with Damien. That was a really close finish there. You managed to sneak across on that. Got the push of the wave. Tight racing.
Yeah, it's very tough going. The wind's starting to come up now, so just got to stick to our structure and practice what we've learned.
Yeah. How long's that crew been together?
It only started in January, so haven't been together long, but they've come together, they train hard, and it's starting to show.
So not bad making their first Aussie final. So congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the day. Guys, the wind has just come up, all right? So when you asked before it was going to be over, the ponytail's going now. It is well and truly up here, so this race could be a little bit trickier. Getting on from here is certainly going to be challenging.
Well, Tash, you're about 75 minutes away from getting drenched, so it's the umbrella you would need next. But thanks for that as the gun goes underway for the reserve males. 4 in, 3 will make it through. Mermaid, Dicky, North Cronulla, ×2, mate.
Yeah, 2 North Cronulla crews down there in alleys 3 and 4. Wave in front of the crew from Mermaid Beach, the Rezzies. On the screen there now, that looks like the Boff man himself. In alley 3, leans back, lifts the nose over that little 2 to 3 foot wave there. Oh, the crew down in alley 1, Mermaid, they've jumped out nicely. Dicky Beach Gremlins with all the work to do there in alley 2 as we go across to the 2 North Cronulla crews, the Boffs and the Brooks Reserves. But Dicky Beach there, alley 2, they have got some work to do. Some great racing in reserve grade on Thursday. The swell was about 6 foot. There was some absolute carnage earlier on. Some of these good crews have missed out, aren't present here now. Huey was the winner on the day. As we get the wide shot there again, 3 leading crews, Mermaid Beach, North Cronulla Boffs and North Cronulla Brooks Reserves. Dicky Beach Gremlins there. They're going to need something to happen for them on the way home, as the leading crews are approaching their turning cans now. We are top 16. We're going to take that down to the top 12 after this round. Elimination.
What do you want me to say?
Quarterfinal number 1 for the reserve men. Into the cans they come there. 2 North Cronulla crews. Bit of synchronised turning there from the North Cronulla guys. They are around, and I reckon they are in 2nd and 3rd position with Mermaid Beach in alley 1. Dicky Beach Gremlins just turning now. They're on their way home now as well. If you're looking for Marty Fletcher in that Mermaid boat, he is well crouched down, getting himself out of the wind as much as he possibly can. Good long strokes there from the Mermaid crew. Across the screen that we go in alley 2, as mentioned, Dicky Beach with the work to do. North Cronulla, the Boffs, the Boff man himself from the North Cronulla Vets, picking up the 220 division of Masters rowing. He's got a gold medal out of the Masters, and here he is now with a pretty red hot reserve grade crew.
Yeah, Don, the work that has to be done is from Dicky Beach Gremlins. Kyle, Dylan, Jake, Jace and their sweet Benny Thompson have that work to do. The swell's starting to pick up, and on the left-hand side, Mermaid Beach are going to pull down this one with North Cronulla. Let's see what happens for 3rd place. I'm still thinking it's going to be the 2 crews from North Cronulla, but great hold there on screen.
Yeah, you can see Dicky Beach in the back of the shot there now. Nothing for them, unfortunately. They are working hard without a wave coming underneath them, and they are through to the next round, top 12, and it will be the Dicky Beach crew that are going to miss out here. Mermaid Beach first, North Cronulla Boffs in 2nd, and North Cronulla Brooks Reserves in 3rd position.
Of course, Dicky Beach will miss out. So 3 will go through to the next round of reserve male, which will be the minor semi-finals on screen. Once again, Mermaid Beach right up there at the finish. I saw Phil Chipman there, ex-ASRL Vice President. And Tash, grab him while you can.
That looked like Funky there. He looked like he was moving pretty quickly away from the microphone,
didn't
maybe.
Want a bar of it, did he? He's on a mission. Yeah, Tash, take 2.
Hi, back here with Boff. That was quarterfinal 2 for the Resi Male.
Yep.
How's it going out there? That wind just came up, didn't it?
Wind's changed. It's offshore, and then coming home, you're rowing against the wind. The fittest crews are going to win today.
Yeah.
A lot different to Thursday's conditions. A lot different to Thursday's conditions.
It's trickier for a different reason.
Different, yep, for sure.
All right, well, good luck through to semi-final 1. You got any other crews racing today?
I've got my reserve women in the next one.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'll let you go and get ready for that one. Good luck. Back to you, boys.
Thank you. As we move on to the quarterfinal heat number 2, Currumbin Huskals in 1, Palm Beach Pelicans, Coogee Suns, Jan Juck. On the right-hand side on screen, of course, Jan Juck there on the Great Ocean Road. You got the Drips brothers there. Their sister Rose with my crew and the Jets there. Father Rose as well, ex-president of the Jan Juck Surf Club. Flynn Thompson there in that crew. His dad's an ex-AFL player for the Saints. And then Jack Mulder there. And Brett Mazuras has a strong history as a sweep there in Victoria too as they get underway. So great to see the Victorian clubs continue to chip away and do what they can against these northern states as it's starting to get underway. Palm Beach on screen.
Yeah, Palm Beach there. They've got away nicely, but none better than the Huskals down there in Alley 1, Queensland State Team representatives. They are a pretty good buddy crew in reserve grade, I tell you. Winners of a bronze medal in the Open Division a few years back. Dropped themselves down now, all dads. And they are leading out in alley number 1. But the pace is on, mate, as we look across the line. Palm Beach in 2, Coogee Suns in 3, and Jan Juck Bow Ties in 4.
Coogee Suns, we saw them progress earlier.
Paul Beale at the back of the Coogee Suns.
6th place at States for them. Of course, Jan Juck 6th place at the ASRL this year. So we're starting to see the top 16. Best crews in the country. Let's see what they can do. We're only dropping 1 here, but they still got to work extremely hard. It's Palm Beach leading at the moment, probably a length in front of Coogee in 2nd. Currumbin Huskals in 3rd, probably just ahead of Jan Juck, but we'll see what happens at the turn in about 15 strokes time. And look at that, chopped up right now.
Yeah, that swell is about half of what it was yesterday and then half again of the day before. We are expecting bigger swells hitting tomorrow. That's why the officials are trying to get through all of the racing here today. Our campaign would normally go through to all finals on the Sunday. We've already done the under-19 final. We have the under-23 final coming up shortly. As these crews hit in, boy, this is tight. 3 crews all turning there at once. That's Currumbin, Palm Beach and Coogee. Jan Juck only a nose behind those leading crews.
So let's see what happens. We're only dropping 1 here. The top 3 will make it to the top 12 with the reserve male at the Australian Surf Life Saving Championships here, thanks to Surf Life Saving Australia. The tide is going out. We're looking at about a 2 p.m. low tide, so that racing will just get that little bit shorter, but it's going to get much more difficult as this wind picks up. Jan Juck there. Brett Mazura is looking over his right shoulder to see what swells under him. They'll milk this. It's still the 2 crews in the middle, looking really good at the moment. On screen there, Currumbin on the left, Palm Beach on the right.
Yeah, Matty Wildman at the back of the Currumbin Huskals. One of the crew members there, Joe Fraser, previous boat captain of Currumbin, has done a great deal of work for the Surfboats at Currumbin, set up a great dynasty. 21 crews at Currumbin this year. Oh, look at this runner running along the top of it there now. That's Palm Beach.
Bang. Look at that.
Yeah, wow. That was impressive. 2 or 3 strokes, and they've lifted it up to maximum speed, and down the front they come, wave in front. Sweep gets them to sit there now. I'm a purist. I would like to see those oars down on the water, just balancing the boat up.
Well, look behind, party time. We're going to have 3 crews on the one wave. We're going to have on the left-hand side Currumbin, then Coogee, Jan Juck. 2 of these crews are going to make it through. We're going to wait to see their results. Confirmation, you see Chook there coming forward, levelling out that boat, barking orders, rowing ahead of the wave as they can pass it now. So for the viewers at home and for both of us, we're going to have to wait to see where the results pan out for Currumbin, Coogee and Jan Juck. But Palm Beach, once again, I was going to talk to you about the Currumbin dynasty that's happening at the moment, but don't discount what Palm Beach have done for well over a decade.
Yeah, a couple of our super clubs, North Cronulla will fit into that one as well. Palm Beach, New South Wales, North Cronulla and Currumbin. They've got a stack of boat crews and quality as well.
And we can see that Tash is getting ready to talk to another one of the Palm Beach legends. As she tees it up right now, Tash, we'll throw it straight down to you when you're ready.
I'm down here with James Polkinghorn through the quarterfinals into the semis.
Yes.
How's that wind going out there for you?
Yeah, it's fairly strong, quite blowing out the back. But yeah, boys are holding up really nicely.
Yeah, pretty convincing win there actually.
Yeah, it certainly picked up a little bit actually just before we kicked off the race. So.
Okay, all right. I'm going to let you go have a chat with your crew. Good luck for the rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No Not a problem.
Thank you.
I'm loving Tash getting these guys that have got absolutely no breath to talk with, puffing away. Doing a great job down there on the beach for the beach interviews.
Yep.
And we go on to the third heat of the quarterfinal, number 1 in reserve men. Queenscliff Reserve MAs in 1, Currumbin Odins, keep an eye on them. Palm Beach Paddocks in 3 and Palm Beach Peppers in 4. Again, look at Palm Beach in this. They have got 3 crews.
Padlocks swept by Peter Spence, mate. The Peppers with Coxie at the back.
Yeah.
Queenscliff there on screen. Double D, Damien Daly. And the Odins.
Yeah, the Odins have been dominant at the back end of the season. A wave in front of all of these crews now. Queensy probably getting the best of it. They're going to punch through it. All of those crews, they've smacked through that. Have a look at these Odins, mate. I tell you, put an asterisk next to them. They are a quick crew. Well, the crew down there in Alley 4, Palm Beach Peppers, up in the air, then back down again. That'll cost them a quarter of a boat length every time that they do that. And that wind, we keep on banging on about it, but it is strengthening across the course as predicted.
As you said, mate, the Odins state champions there in Queensland, Lowell Clark.
Yeah,
I'll never forget the Aussies a few years ago at Curra, coming through from the clouds in a remarkable reserve. I know you were calling it with Drew Howe, mate. Remember that one?
I surely do. And Peter Spence want us to remind him of that. He was in first position, had it covered. He had himself in the boat and one other. He had 2 rowers holding onto the quarter bars.
Yep.
He told one rower to let go so he could speed the boat up. And as he's done that, the second rower has let go as well. He's reached back to grab the hand of the other rower, and unfortunately it slipped out. He's gone across the line with himself and one other in the boat and was DQ'd. That is a different way to lose an Aussie final. But yeah, Lowell Clark came through.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. On screen there, the 2 crews from Palm Beach. So 4 in this one, 3 will go through. As soon as we have results from the previous race, we'll get them to you between Currumbin, Coogee and Jan Juk.
Padlocks around nicely there. So too the Palm Beach Peppers. They're around as well. This is a red hot quarter final, this one. All of these 4 crews probably deserve to be in the final. There's Currumbin on screen there now. Queensy to your left, Currumbin to your right. And this Currumbin crew, probably the only reason they're not rowing A grade is that there is just no room up there, with Currumbin already having 3 open men's crews. And the sweep of the Odins also sweeping an open men's crew.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? And of course, Lowell Clark, a remarkable career in surf boats, dedicated many years to the sport and doing great things there. One of the sweeps at Currumbin, Palm Beach just behind them. It's the crew in alley number 4 that have the work to do as they start to hit the wave zone. But Don, there's a couple of lines behind them that might make it interesting.
Yeah, look at Palmy running this one there now. Are they going to make their way up to the Odins? It was the Palm Beach Peppers on your right-hand side in the widest shot there, that the ones that had the work to do. Sweep from Currumbin, looks over his shoulder, urges his boys on. Get me over this, boys. We go through to the next round and we live to fight again. Lowell Clark looking pretty comfortable there. Queensy has joined him, and it will be the 2 Palm Beach crews fighting out for the last qualifying position here. Currumbin on screen. Lowell Clark, fun fact, first year sweeping, wins himself an open gold medal for Palm Beach, New South Wales. Not too many first year sweeps do that. We're going to have to wait for the results there to see if the Palm Beach Peppers, as we suspect, were the crew to miss out.
Of course, we've got Joe watching from Singapore. Great to see you joining the stream. We've got a couple of more people watching. Go Mona Vale, Matty Gould joining in with a comment there. Michelle Hawkins, Coogee Sons. Go Brighton. Of course, from Mon there back in South Australia. Looking after her 2 boys that she has. Waiting for the results from quarterfinal number 2 in the reserve male. Still not up on the app, so we'll get that to you as soon as we can. But moving on to Don, quarterfinal 2, heat number 4.
Yeah, Coffs Harbour, the Devon Sangers in 1, Maroochydore Force in 2, Collaroy Red in 3, and the Wanda Vodkas.
The Vodkas. But as we wait for this one, mate, we just got Tash on the beach.
Yeah, hi, down here with Lyle from Currumbin. It was Currumbin Odins, the reserve crew. A fairly new crew, isn't it?
Yeah, we've only been together. This is our second carnival, so yeah. They're experienced trailers, but they all, for whatever reason, we couldn't get a good season in, so we decided to just do a late burst, and they've just clicked. They're one of those crews, 4 guys just jumped in and went, wow. Yeah. So it's been...
I think Queensland started out the season down in Glenelg and then had a few rows and then couldn't resist coming back up. So back up with Currumbin. So good luck. Hopefully we'll see you in the finals. A few today. Lined up a few crews.
Yeah, still got 3 going. So hopefully that's the plan. Get in there and then anything can happen. So yeah.
All right. Well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Thanks, Tash.
Cheers.
Good work. I'm sure we'll hear from many more Currumbin people as we get on to quarter-final to heat number 4. The results from heat number 2, unfortunately, it hurts my heart, but Jan Juck are the crew that miss out. So Currumbin, Palm Beach, Coogee Suns, Jan Juck, great campaign, made the RSL Open final. Great bunch of lads there, but they're the ones that will be up at the beach bar at Alex in about an hour.
And on screen now we have the last of the quarter-final number 1 for the reserve men. In alley 1 was Coffs Harbour, and they look like they're leading out there. Matthew Collins, the rude man himself, at the back of that boat. Maroochydore Force, Michael Brooks, another turn around the cans for him. They are there in alley 2, looking reasonably strong there too, the Maroochydore Force. Collaroy Red in 3, and across to the Wanda Vodkas over there in alley 4.
So, Tash, it'll be your job to get one of the Wanda lads after this race to find out the story of that name, but we might not talk to them if they miss out, but we'll see what happens here as they make their way out. Probably 5 or 6 strokes away from the turn, and it's left to right, first to fourth, Don.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we'll get a better indication here as they hit into their turning cans. Wanda and Collaroy on screen here now. Collaroy going to hit in there first. And around they go, Wanda right there with them. Again, you see those different turning styles that we spoke about earlier. Some of the sweeps just parking it in neutral and letting the crew do all the work. Other sweeps reaching out and grabbing the stroke or pulling it back towards them. Maroochydore Force there. Left-handed sweep, Michael Brooks. He knows how to get around a can, and look at them throw their shoulders here. The crew from Maroochydore. David Luff in that crew there. 50-something years of age. Rowing with the young fellas. He's got all the experience in the world, has Luffy.
And on the left-hand side, Coffs Harbour making a play here at the Aussies this season. Won a Masters Gold, which is great, and they're doing good things here as well. On the right-hand side, Mark Anderson there sweeping Collaroy. That'll be the red. And then on the right-hand side, still with work to do, the Wanda Vodkas.
Maroochydore there just running on nothing there. Big long strokes. Round Rolex there. You can see the way they place the oars in. They curve them right over, unlike the square back Rolex. Maroochydore rowing with rounds. There's a wave here for them.
I was about to say, mate, look at the gate cans, Donny.
Yep, and we've got Coffs Harbour down there in alley 1. They're on. Maroochydore are going to join them as well. Those two crews are going to get themselves through. Collaroy Red and Wanda down there in 3 and 4. There's a battle on for the last position here. Maroochydore, they've got it in the bag. Behind them, you can see the Collaroy Red crew. Oh, they're just not pulling down the front of that little runner there. Hard to tell from this position here. There are Coffs Harbour on screen there now.
Of course, coming over the line there, Maroochydore, they look in the goods. We'll get the results for you shortly. Of course, we're moving into the reserve female eliminations. We've got 4 races to go there. Then we're going to move into the moment of reflection. And we're just going to do a bit of a change here as Donny Cottrell goes to get some fresh air. Of course, we are here thanks to Tech. The Aussies are supported by the Queensland Government through Tourism and Events Queensland. Be part of the action and discover your next Queensland event at queensland.com/events. And there's no place like Queensland when it comes to combining Australians' headline events with the most incredible destinations. We are here on the sunny coast, who welcome over 8,000 competitors, spectators and visitors for the Aussies. Another race is done and Tash is on the beach.
Definitely a bit more ding-dong. Drag race out every single one you get. Yeah, there's some really good cruise going, so it's getting tighter these days.
Catching those runners is one of the main things for prioritise.
Yeah, it is. That round robin technique. Got to give it a shout out every time. Every time. Sit back, right.
It doesn't help when you're talking to a 7-foot rower, Tash, but great work. The wind's picked up, as you could hear in the background. 4 races to go, then we're going to move on to the moment of reflection. And you can see the 5-boater here. We'll introduce them shortly. And as that tide goes out, we're looking on the right-hand side, and let's see what a few sweeps have to say about this. And we've got a man who's just been on the beach, and he'll be able to give us an update. Welcome to the commentary, Jace Bean.
Aaron, good morning. How are you?
Oh, mate, happy days in the sweatbox here, enjoying the coverage. Of course, we're moving on to the reserve female, mate, but let's have a look. I was just mentioning the right-hand side. You can see now these crews in alley 1 and 2 are pushing out. It starts to get tricky, just like it has been the last couple of days on the start.
Low tide, I noticed the other day. I did touch the sand a couple of times during the starts, even with a lightweight crew. You get in, you start pushing, take a couple of strokes, hit the sand, momentum's gone, you've got to start all over again. So different tides today, the weather's changing, tides later in the day. But yeah, the heavier crews may have an issue where they touch, but also you can see in the middle of the screen there's a big hole there where we did drop blue and white can yesterday for a couple of races to avoid that. And we were split north and south within the own area.
All right, mate, you're a local man. I'm showing you the radar right now coming over the hills. How are we looking?
We're dry.
We're probably 45 minutes away from getting a drenching. We're dry. We're right in here, but at the moment, we're moving to the reserve females.
I think at most that's going to miss us, mate.
Haha, I love it. I love it.
Optimism.
Optimism. North Cronulla on screen. So we're going to introduce these. 5 crews in this one. 3 will make it through to the next round. Morty Alec Mojo there in alley number 1. Of course, Maddie Mulcahy, the sweep there. Another great lefty. Jess Callagher there, inducted into the Victorian Surf Rowers League Hall of Fame, rowing with them, which is great to see. Jess continuing there with North Cronulla Diamonds in 2, North Narrabeen Chili's in alley number 3, the Cobras and Coleroy in 4, and Allura Wilco in 5 on the right-hand side. 5 in this, 3 through. We've got 4 races here, then we're going to break for the moment of reflection. So just an update on behalf of the drone pilots. We're just having some technical difficulties. They're working on it to the best of their ability. They'll get it up as soon as they can, but the start is underway. Great start, right-hand side. Allura Wilco, as you can see him running and propping, but one line coming through, Molly, but they should be good after this.
Wilco got a great start there, but a little bit of water for the crews in alley 1 and 2 there. Morty Alec and North Cronulla. And, Coleroy just disappearing from the screen. Was that in alley 4 or 5?
Yeah, it definitely was in alley number 4. Coleroy there. So 3 going to make it through. Brilliant start there. You can see Wilco on screen. Strong girls. I know that Edwina Wright's rowing this weekend. She could possibly be in that crew. They're off and gone. Off and gone. Allura Wilco on the right. Then we've got 2nd and 3rd on the left-hand side. And then North Narrabeen and Coleroy with work to do. We're on the reserve females. Elimination number 1. Morty Alec, North Cronulla, and Allura Wilco leading the way. Thank you for joining us on the coverage. Callie's going for the ladies there. Tracy Hill, good luck, Coffs Harbour crews. Go Wander from Michelle. We got Go Coffs, love your work. Maddie Collins, Go Chili's from Jazz. Great work there. Well over 700, 800 people watching on the stream as we've got 5 in this one, mate. But Allura, we're off and gone.
That's fantastic. Allura Wilco, I raced against him in Masters the other day, and he had a lot of races in that end of the beach, so he knows that won't end quite well. But unreal to have all the commentary and the live stream comments coming in from everyone around the country. I know I've had a lot of myself this morning saying, hey, what's going on? It's just a bit of technical difficulties, also speech difficulties. But we're up and running. But Coleroy got a lot of work to do to catch up after getting biffed at the start there. Dom McManus with the North Narra girls on the left of screen. As you can see, they're coming to the cans. Wilco up in alley 6 there. They're round they go.
I think that's actually Filthy Phil Stavano sweeping.
Oh, it could be Filthy Phil.
It is.
Being the left-hander.
It is. Phil's there with the Chili's, 4th in New South Wales State. And of course, Allura Wilco. Grant Wilkinson, ASRL Vice President for a few years now, dedicates monstrous amount of time to the sport. These girls are looking strong.
I don't know if the man sleeps.
Exactly right. But looking here, so the wind's starting to come from the south to the southeast. How are the crews going to adapt with these conditions changing, Molly?
Mate, we've changed the cans. You can see the gate can, just as Wilco was coming up towards it there. It was set underneath race terms to the south. Yep. So as you turned and to get inside your gate can, you then also had to turn uphill, head north to get back into the area if you were in alley white the other day. I had that a couple of times out of just from local experience and racing in that alley. But Wilco's got a nice lead there, and they're making it look rather easy.
Bruce Matheson, mate, just on New Zealand, he's watching. Great to see the racing from a wet New Zealand. Well, mate, we're going to be very wet here soon, but we've got 3 crews getting here, and there's still 3 comfortable crews leading the way. Allura's looking good. Morty Alley continue to get it done from the bay there in Melbourne, and right next to them, North Cronulla Diamonds, North Narra. Geez, what a Phil Stefano be barking to his girls right now.
Oh, in between sucking on a lung lolly and having a cigarette, he'd be coughing and spluttering and yelling at the girls to just get a little bit more effort. But he's a good fella, old Phil. And there's Morty Alec.
Matt Mulcahy there. He's been so dedicated to that club for a number of years in the boat section, and he's seeing the rewards here, making it through with Allura. It's probably one of the more easier ones to commentate.
I saw Jess down at Lawn. I spoke to her like 13 odd years ago at Surfers Paradise. They came up for a carnival, so she's located to Morty Alec in the bay there, a little bit closer to home, a little bit easier with a family to travel.
4 kids. Her wife sweeps also, and he's rowing, and he's going to take on a couple more crews. Christian next season, so unfortunately for North Narrabeen and Collaroy, they're going to be the 2 crews that are going to be packing it up. There's only 3 making it through on screen there. Allura, but coming up next, heat number 2, Glenelg, Lawn Prawns, Seacliff, Keen Beans, Allura Power, Maroochydore Madams. And I tell you what, a few of these crews are pretty strong in their Instagram game. I was having a look last night. And Allura Power, all ex-AFL rowers, so they claim in their bio. Maroochydore Madams have formed together this year, and the Seacliff Keen Beans. I know Benny Bedford probably started sweeping 4 or 5 years ago, and he's been so dedicated at Seacliff, 3 clubs down from Glenelg in the Bay.
Yeah, we went down there and we had our Learn to Sweep there last year. Benny Bedford was there, asked a lot of questions, and watching him in the surf the other day. These girls have qualified from what could be said was a rubbish day on Thursday.
I spoke to him this morning, gave him a hug and good luck, and what he said is all he wanted to do was just be patient the other day in the swell. They knew they weren't going to win every race, and in fact they probably didn't win a race, but they were just surviving, and that's all you had to do. But look at this again, Ali's 4 and 5. Just taking the mickey here a bit, aren't they?
Out there on the bank, yep. It's
sort them out, fan belt.
You can see, is that fan belt?
No, fan belt's over here, but they're
red shirt.
Yeah, he's pulling them back.
The official up there in the red, there's a gutter behind him, and then they're moving out onto the sandbank. Fan belt in the red shirt will try and get his other 3 boats out a little bit deeper. It's hard to get a nice even line. Absolutely.
As they get it sorted, Tash is down on the beach once again.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Edwina Wright, one of the vice presidents from ASRL. Eddie, you've switched caps from Tally. You've gone back to Allura. Tell us about the crew. Is it a new crew?
Well, it was already originally formed, and then we've actually had a 2 crew change. Tironi in the bow has jumped in, and so have I. 2 of the girls just got a bit sick, and thankfully, just jumped in and clicked really well. Yep. Great bunch of girls. Wilco's fantastic, of course, but yeah, it's nice to be here and doing quite well so far.
Yeah, it looks like the boat's moving really well. That was a really strong race. You were out of the start really cleanly and well ahead. So, it looks like it's really good.
Well, that's good for me because obviously Wilco doesn't call the race of what's happening, and I'm looking that way and get quite agitated. So, no, it's nice today. We're rowing really well, a bit more collected and controlled, not so much independent rowing from the other day. But we're expecting good things today, and we're just going to take 1 race at a time.
Yeah, okay, well, good luck for the rest of the day, and hopefully we get to have a chat again at the end of the day.
Let's count on it.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you going to let her have a plug? Are you going to let her have a plug of the old That Surfboats? No, she's gone. Hey, wonderful chick. I love her. She's an amazing woman for the sport. For over 10 years, she's really dedicated a lot of her time, mate. You know more than anyone how great she's been for the sport, and now especially in Queensland.
Yeah, Eddie's done a great job. I did some work with her years ago. I filled in their sweepers away when they were at Burleigh Heads.
Yep.
Took them to a carnival. We won the carnival. They got the ticket to go through to Ocean Thunder.
Yeah, that's right. She's such a kind soul, and can't get a row with Queensland, so she goes, no, I'm going to go to Allura and just get it done. I know she's done that a couple of times, and she's just made top 12 of the Aussies. And as we can see, the second reserve female crew from Allura on screen. That'll be the Power, Michael McBain. Of course, I was mentioning before, we got Rebecca and Caroline Girl Power there. Go the Power on the stream. Julia goes Seacliff, as we mentioned, Benny Bedford before. Just chipped away at it for 3, 4, 5 years on screen there. Keen Beans get it done. They're only dropping, they got 2 here to get through. Maroochydore Madams also formed on the right-hand side. And Lawn Prawns, Mez Baker's jumped in from Point Leo to row with them for this campaign. Jeff Matthews, another one inducted into the inaugural Victorian Surf Rowers League Hall of Fame not too long ago last year, on screen there. As the gun goes, away they go. Greg Dawes come out of retirement just to get back in the boat with Glenelg, making the most of what they're doing as a successful boat club there in alley number 1. Jeff Matthews there on screen in 2. Seacliff, Allura and Maroochydore. Great start right-hand side, Molly.
Yeah, excellent start there from the Madams in Maroochydore there, up in alley 5 or 6.
No, we'll just go right-hand side. We don't know what they're working off, but on screen there, Seacliff. He's worked so hard at that club. They've been an extremely strong ocean club, I guess board, ski, swim, etc. And let's make sure that we have some exciting racing. Thank you very much for joining us wherever you are watching. Continuing to see over 1,000 viewers now. Let's have some fun. 1,000. And most importantly, this is the day that we're going to try to finish the event. So, as I said earlier, if you've got a wedding or you've got lunch at the in-laws or you've got anything going on, cancel it. Sit at home.
If you have to, sneak to the toilet and take your phone with you and hide in there for half an hour.
I watched the Henley Strikers win the silver at Aussies from the toilet of a wedding once, so it can be done. It can be done. On screen there, right-hand side, Maroochydore. So what's great about this race, Jace, is so many different states are represented. We've got SA, Victoria, 2 crews from SA, New South Wales and Queensland, 4 states represented, 5 crews.
It's unreal. The sport's growing, and that's what happens when you have a couple of days in the surf. It's a mixed bag. You don't know who's going to make it through. The favourites aren't always necessarily favoured to get through. Exactly right.
The Timber Raw, the left-hand sweeper, Megsy, he'll try and get him around in 2. And that's probably all they'll do. You think they'll start to kick back to the south? Yeah, even 1 stroke, because what they're going to want to do, as you know more than anyone here, is work down the south to kick it back.
And the wind's starting to swing around too now and come from the south.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a natural push on the screen. The wind is coming from right to left. Allura there, the Power ladies just got a little bit of work to do now. They had a bit of a shabby start, but it looks like they've pulled up on to, I'm going to say, Glenelg there.
We've got Higginbotham, mate. We know you're watching, Mez. From the Point Leo sweep, Rachel Rowe, get it Gladiators. Of course, Sticks there in the crew for Glenelg. Top 3 out of the 5 will make it. And I'll tell you what, it's alley number 2 at the moment, looking strong. Lawn Prawns, Jeff Matthews has had a rich history, and in the past 3 or 4 years has been right at the top of his game as well.
He has, mate. He's impressive to watch.
Left-hand side, Glenelg. Then you got Lawn, Seacliff and Allura got the work to do because Maroochydore are often gone leading the way on the right-hand side, taking the mickey.
Way out in front, Maroochydore.
Maroochydore, Queensland state champions in reserve female, so they're going to get through. Glenelg, look at him now, looking around Megsy. Timber Raw,
that's him. But this is generally Luffy's crew. So Luffy must have decided that Megsy would do a better job than him today, or maybe got an injury because he rowed the other day in Masters and Reserve Grade, I believe, so might have thought it was a bit too much for him to do all the rowing and the thinking at the back of the boat, but Megsy's looking over his shoulder. They've got a nice little wave to finish on there, and there is Glenelg at the other end of the beach coming down, possibly on the same wave for first and second.
Greg Dorr there, so he's come back. I know he was going to try and give it away, but they lured him back in, they dropped the bait, and he's got this crew. Of course, Alex Chavon in there, Nat in there too. Maroochydore on screen. They'll be first and second. We'll just have to wait to see what's happening for third place. It's looking like Lorne at the moment will get it done in third. Of course, Georgia Summer near the 4th row there of Glenelg. And then, unfortunately, Allura Power and Seacliff, huge campaign. But they're going to be eliminated. And great to see you there in the top 16, Benny. You can put your hand up, mate, but I think she's done.
But they're only taking 3?
Yeah.
So, sorry, dude.
Well, I think so, yeah.
I guess. In a race of 5, and you're only cutting to we're cutting to 6 now.
No, 12.
Okay.
Of course, we are here. Thanks for Surf Lifesaving Australia. BRP is the official powercraft partner of Surf Lifesaving Victoria, powering volunteers with the best performance and the most sensitive products to the environment in the industry. And Fins, the official swimwear, the quality trusted band of the beach. I know that there's plenty of boaties, mine included, that will check out the Fins bathers. Kellogg's, of course, fuel the energy with the protein fibre and energy, proud supporters of this Aussies, and of course TFH Hire, the proud supporters, a family-owned and operated company offering a vast array of hire products in the event. But for now, Tash is on the beach.
Yeah, I'm down here with the Lawn Prawns. You've just snuck through in 3rd place and made it through to the semi-final. Yeah, we did. You've got to just really nail that start and just try and connect on anything you can coming home, and just work every little bit you can. It's quite sucky on the end, so it's just stay together. This wind is strong, like that. Going around the bow turn, just gotta get it in and get it round. Yeah, find it. And yeah, it's tough racing. It's always Aussies. All right, well, congratulations. You made it through one more race, one race at a time. And yeah, hopefully we see you getting through to finals. Hopefully. Go Victoria.
And of course, Natasha, the black armband there on behalf of the surfboat community would be for the under-23 Rowan Nicole, whose dad unfortunately passed away 2 days ago. So a terrible situation, and the Lawn and the whole boatie community have gotten around her, and the Lawn Flakes as a consequence went up to the Open Women's with a fill-in. So it was also Meg Davies' 21st birthday. It's the last time I'll say it, but condolences there for the Lawn surfboat community, but the wider surfboat family as well. As great shot there of the clouds. They're not the ones that's going to hit us. It's behind the camera that's coming, but we're still making the most of the conditions that we have. We've got 2 races to go before the moment of reflection, and coming up, heat number 3 of the reserve female eliminators, Alexander Headlands, KR Blinds, the Bandits from Tallinn 2, South Curl, and the chaos of Avalon Beach. Alex on screen.
Justin Stewart having a chat to one of the...
Another lefty.
Yeah, he's a lefty.
Get around it.
But he's looks a little bit animated there, talking to one of the line judges, I guess, trying to get himself happy where he wants to be. That's not a deep hole they're in. Those guys are a bit short.
I'm getting a video from my boy watching me on TV at home. He watched the ASRL, and the first race he saw was Barry Hill flipping the Lawn crew, and all he wanted to say is boat flip. Michael, mate, I don't think we're going to see any boats flip this morning, but we'll see what happens this afternoon when the wind changes.
Mate, the last couple of days we've had plenty of them, but was very much a spectator sport on Thursday and Wednesday.
Once again, we can see that huge hole in the middle. They've split them in pairs, and we'll probably continue to see that. Even when we hit the 6 boaters, mate, we'll have 3 and 3 at this stage, I think. Tomorrow, waking their way out.
Possibly will be. You could see how much Talabudra, how far they were out starting on that bank, and that's what Justin Stewart was blowing up about. Trying to get Swoop from Talabudra to come back and be roughly in a straight line to start the race. Because, you don't want to give away a length at the start.
Well, look at this.
So Justin's going to move up onto the bank with him. And then try and, because if Justin had went straight out to see where he was, that would have been rather deep. So actually, 3 of my girls that rode for me last year in A grade are in the boat there with Alex.
Yeah, very nice.
With Justin Stewart.
So just a reminder of the program, you are watching the Australian Surf Life Saving Championships here at Alexander Headlands. The intent is to finish the surf boats today, but we are in a tight time frame, and these sort of delays, I can tell you what, will be making the officials nervous. So we're doing our best to get on it. I think on a 7-minute turnaround we hit 4:36. So
the lucky thing today is that we don't have huge surf to deal with, and not a lot of rollovers.
Yeah, well, correct. So these little delays. But I would just say Mick Lane tomorrow, PVD, Ash. There's so many great officials that we have here, and especially putting it all into one area. We've got the best of the best all together working as a great unit. These officials get down here at 5:45 and last to leave off the beach at 5, 6 o'clock. And even when they do leave, they're not finished with programming and everything for the next day. They're incredible.
Girls looking ready there. Guns off, away they go. We had a boat panel meeting here on Monday mornings to work out if we could have 2 areas or not. But there's a local ladies punching it out to sea. Justin will be revving them up. I think he's almost lost his voice. He's done that many races and screamed that much. But down the other end of the field, they've got a very clean break there. There's not a lot of action in front of them. Alex getting one over the nose, up over another one in alley 1. Tullabudger have got the same rubbish to go through as well. They go up and over, but is that Avalon Beach?
It definitely is.
At the other end of the field there, they've had a very clean dash out to sea with nothing really to bother them, as in having to go over.
Left hands represent Nathan Wellings, of course. Him and Pete Carter leading the way there at Avalon Beach, the Chaos. Avalon Beach reserve men knocked out the current Australian champions.
The Pinkies.
The Pinkies are out, so they were out before the top 16 or 24, so that kind of just shows that the conditions that we had here the other day knocked a couple of the top contenders out. Alex on the left, Tally on the right, 4 are going to get through.
The other 2 seem to have a very much a clear break on Alex and Tally in South Kirkhill and Avalon Beach there. So we've got 2 lefties and 2 righties in this race.
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Oh, you're a lefty as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I was about to say, mate, the GoPro on the head of Nathan Wellings. Of course, you and I love a bit of the footage. We thrive off under 19 roles and bringing in the young ones into the sport and bring their families along for the ride. And we've even seen yesterday there were 40 under 19 male and 30 under 19 female crews. So the sport's in a strong position. And at the moment, the 2 crews on the right-hand side are in a strong position.
Aren't they ever?
As they're looking really good at the moment. South Curly, Alex.
Speaking of mums,
here we go.
This lady looks a little bit excited there. Yep, cheering on.
Good work. I'll tell you what, when those under-19 finals were on yesterday, it was dead set like a football stadium. It was amazing.
It was absolutely packed. I had 2 of my little under-19 girls with me watching the finals, and they were blown away by it. And the sad thing was, it was only 2 finals.
Yeah, well,
if you had 8 finals there, you would have so many more people. But look at these 2 out in front now, Aaron. They are smashing it.
Yeah, they are. Top 3 will get through. So the ones that we're going to focus on, Tally Bandits and Alex KR Blinds are going to be the 2 crews that we're going to see. Gary Swoop Williams is sweeping the Tally crew, and the Alex KR Blinds, Justin Stewart, as you mentioned, they're going to be going stroke for stroke.
That's a great indication of getting a good start and having to bounce over waves. And
yeah, look at this.
But South Curly, they are smoking it on the way home. They turned even, and they've probably got 2 or 3 lengths over Avalon right now.
We got one more race after this, and we're going to pause for the moment of reflection, and then we've got the Lifesaver Relay, so we're going to do the heats for that. And then it's going to be the final of the under-23 male and female, so that'll be in about half an hour's time. So the moment of reflection will come up shortly, and then we're going to get right into the finals. But look at this, nice and easy. A little one here for Nathan, just to test him out. And we'll just break behind him, I reckon. Nice work.
Been a few tricky ones. And you'll be watching some of the crews that don't get to see the surf very often, misjudging what they should do, whether they should stay and wait and try and catch it, or keep running, keep rowing, and see how that goes. This is the battle.
Yeah, bring it home, mate.
This is it. Will it be Talabudra or the locals of Alex? Justin and Swoop both screaming at their crews, just urging them on, wanting a little bit more. Alex had gone north there a fraction. And it's very hard to judge, but we're not sure where the line is.
Yeah, we'll wait to get confirmation. We are looking at the results on the app. Of course, we are here thanks to Surf Life Saving Australia. Tash will be down there shortly to just have a chat and continue to provide updates. As that rain is not too far away, although I'm going to take your word, it's not going to hit.
Well, it's black out to sea, but I wouldn't want to be in Nambour at the moment, or out at Bly or that part of town. That's only just over the hill, and that they look like they're going to cop it more than what we will on the beach.
Well, it's a beautiful shot here. One more race of the reserve female. Then we're going to be moving into the moment of reflection. Of course, it's a beautiful time to come in together as a surfboat and wider life-saving community to remember those that we've lost in the past 12 months, even in South Australia 4 or 5 days ago, losing Trevor Mulchy from Henley. So, you know, unfortunately we do see those that we love and care for lose their life, but it's a great time to come together as one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's quite emotional when you get down there. Yep, we're just going to cross down to Tash now on the beach. She's got someone special, I guess, to chat to.
I do have someone special to chat to. It's Ellie from Kel Kel Girls. It's the Kel Kel Girls. Girls reserve women made it through semi-final 1, so you're into semi-final 2 now. What's the racing like out there?
Oh, it's pretty tough. I mean, that headwind doesn't help with a lot, but yeah, but we've stuck to our race plan, and you know, all the training that we put in paid out just then, so we've just got to do it again in the next semi.
So 2 more races, 1 more to get to the big dance, so good luck for the rest of the day, and I think we've got the moment of reflection coming up now, so I'll let you take your oars and put them up in the air.
Thank you so much.
Okay, back to you guys.
Great work, Tash. 1 race to go, then we will pause for that. So it's a great opportunity to start sharing the stream, letting everybody know about the great boat coverage. We're doing everything we can to get the drone up and running for the remainder of the events. As you can see, that gun is up and away they go. 1 race to go. Let's take it away. Noosa, left-hand side of that shot. North Cronulla on the right. Palm Beach, once again, Coxie on screen. And the final boat, Currumbin Concords. Lyle Clark once again.
A little bit of rubbish there for Coxie to go through in the Palm Beach girls. He stopped for a couple of seconds just to let it break.
Yeah, nice. Left-hand side, Currumbin going over one. That's probably the biggest hit of the day. That'll slow them right down. So they've got to find their groove again, making their way out to sea.
It's Noosa. The boat with the yellow decks there from Noosa have got the cleanest start to sea, and they're away. They've got probably 2 or 3 lengths over North Cronulla there. Easy.
Making their way out, Coxie there, Palm Beach. Under-19 female champions. Dominated under-19 females this year, did Palm Beach. Peter Spence, great work there. Under-19 males was won by South Curly.
I spoke to Spence this morning.
Getting the Gattenby trophy as well, actually, did the under-19 boys. It's pretty emotional for South Curly.
Yeah, it's mate, that's a special trophy to win, to be able to get your hands on. Of course, Robert Gattenby was the young fella from the Lost His Life in '96 in that crazy surf we rode in all those years ago in the final.
It was exactly right. So it's brilliant that Surf Life Saving Australia continue to represent that family and acknowledge what happened back in the 90s, and continuing to have that story here told today, as it's Noosa leading the way at the moment. Absolute gone.
At the Cairns, Dave's coming in. He's got a good lead over a lot of the crews here. Looking strong. And around they go. You can just see him there grabbing the strokes oar. But it's Palmy in second place, and then Currumbin in third. Very, very, very close between Currumbin and North Cronulla there for third and fourth. Probably Currumbin just pipping out North Cronulla there. But so now Dave's picking his gate can to charge through on the way home. That wind is not helping, and it's only going to get stronger. You can see the sheets of rain in the background there, moving across. It's tough racing today. There's not a lot of surf on, as you can see, but the wind, it's a crosswind. It is not really nice. So he'll be rocking the boat, lifting the gunnels. So the sweep's got to be on his job, trying to keep it level, not overcompensating too much for it, and making the other side of the boat uncomfortable. Through the gate cans, Palmy is caught up to Noosa. Coxie's just going to have a charge on this little one here. Currumbin is off it. Palmy's pushing for it, and they've just fallen off the back. Dave's got a little runner under him from Noosa. And meanwhile, there's something brewing. We could have 3 on this next wave here. So Currumbin's working it super hard. They're going to try and get down it. They're off it. Noosa and Palmy have pulled this wave. So there's our first and second place, barring any sort of mishaps going left or right. Currumbin there's working, trying to stay in front of 4th place. You don't want to get 4th, but I think they've done enough just to stay in front of North Cronulla there. So we've got Noosa and Palmy 1 and 2, or either way. Currumbin.
I left you, mate. I'm sorry.
That's all right, mate. What you had to do was probably urgent.
Oh, just coming up with a moment of reflection. So just talking with our amazing production team here we have here, that we're going to try and bring you the moment of reflection where we pause to remember those that we've lost in the past 12 months in the surfboat community. So that'll be coming up. But I sort of stood outside and just wanted to check out the weather, and yeah, you can see it's looking, as you can see on screen, it's that ×2 behind us. So, look, we're dry. Tash is not. I hope she got a brolly. But we've just finished the reserves. So we've got the running sheet
It's here somewhere.
of the race. I'm going to stop now for the moment of reflection. Coming up will be the Lifesaver Relay, so there'll be 6 or 7 boats in that one. And they do a timed component of their Lifesaver Relay. Then we're going into the final of the under-23 male, the final of the under-23 female. Then we're moving into the reserve male semi-final, number 1 and 2, so the top 12 go to 8.
See all the rowers coming down out of the tents, grabbing their oars. It's really quite something spectacular to be on the beach for this. As I said earlier, it's rather emotional, particularly if you knew some of the people that we lost over the last 12 months. Sometimes you forget.
I just mentioned
such a busy life.
I just mentioned Mulchy before from Henley, who passed away last week. I did the Nullarbor drive with him to Aussies in about 2018, and listening to some of the stories that he was telling me about the great glory days of the 60s and 70s of boats, and it was pretty cool to listen to over that long drive with a double boat trailer on the back and his Subaru Forester driving 75 k's an hour all the way across the Nullarbor. But I don't think I was allowed to drive.
That would take an awful long time.
Yeah,
I'm sure he had plenty of stories too to fill in that time. 75 k's an hour is slow.
Yeah, double-decker trailer with his Subaru, I remember it. But of course, condolences to his family and those at the Henley Surf Life Saving Club. And it would not just be him, there will be many more that will be recognised. We're doing our best to get the audio of this. It'll be starting in a few minutes' time. So you said it is quite emotional. I've read a couple out with Rod Costa, and it really hits hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have. There's some I wouldn't be able to read out. I'm hopeless when it comes to this sort of stuff.
It's incredible that the whole, and it's not just the surf boat community that really get around this. I know that when this was done in Victoria last week for Doug Solly, that the whole life-saving community, all those involved, came down and embraced what we do. It's recognised within the whole life-saving community. But it's a beautiful tribute to those that we've lost. Everyone comes together.
These guys might have been rowers, but they're also major members of the boat too.
Okay, and we are feeding down to the audio of this now. Good work.
We call this our moment of reflection, and we call from our racing to stand together in unity with our awards race to remember all those who are no longer with us and listen to a brief CV speech. In front of us here is a memorial boat purchased by John Ellingson and Ron Trimbar. They have called it Old Mate. It bears the names of all our deceased friends over the years. If you know any missing names,
please let the boys know. Gone, but not forgotten. Today, the heads on beyond a 19-part bogey.
And the tributes will be read out
in Elton's surname. A traditional moment of reflection will follow to elect great mates and clubs who now are no longer with us.
Our first reflection here is Graham Ashow Ashton, 1934. He passed away in August 2023. Graham Ashton was featured in our surfboat sport as a member of Maroochydore Surf Club, and he held many positions in the club, including president, treasurer and boat captain. Ashow was a dedicated coach and sweep for countless years, winning medals at all levels of surf boats, including Queensland State, Australian Championships, and represented in the Queensland State team. For his dedication, he was appointed life member of Maroochydore and appointed to the ASRL Hall of Fame. Many young athletes are a great debt for his mentoring. Thank you, Ashow.
Ian Byrne, 50. Died of April 2024. Buster apart following a 9-month battle with cancer. He joined Cookville in 1989 and has been the life and soul of their rowing crews since what time is respected, all took score in all men's divisions in branch, state and Aussie titles. Butler was also a member of the Surfboats crew who rowed in the Gallipoli 1,100 surfboat marathon in Turkey. Cookville Surf Club will be naming a new surfboat in Butler's honour.
Craig Cunningham, age 83, passed away in December 2023. Craig joined North Bondi Surf Club in the 1950s as a strapping young police officer and gifted athlete, and he maintained his membership of North Bondi for the next 50 years. Regarding his closing down, we're going to get the name of all the growing surf boats and the Aussie surf boat unit in the Ocean Surf Boat Australia in the ocean from 1969 to the 1960s. Still working his own critical surf boat ride at the Local Federation and then moved to Pomeroy, where he made the first surf during the Australian Open in the 79s, now defeated by Walden, and then the same result in 1980. In 1980, Pomeroy crew was selected to represent New South Wales in the state town. Company was the first competitor coach and the mentor of the open and the art surf boat ride. There was a couple of free hands and highly respected both the surf boat community and the New South Wales Surf Club.
Robert Gaspar Gazzo, age 56, passed away the 16th of December 2023. Gaspar had a long time in the road and represented the club in the post as well as other surf saving activities. His extended ocean working recently family has been established by Gasso's Suffolk Department.
Charmaine Jones passed away in February 2004. Charmaine Jones was serving in the Roseland Surf Lifesaving Club and sadly passed away after age 64. She was a dedicated member of our surf boat for family for 10 years, working as a reporter and helping our siblings with a responsible team of making owners.
Brian Bocciato, the lower deck FC, started rugby league in 1997. Highlight, ASR Open 1999 reserve grade gold, 2000 reserve grade silver. New South Wales Cup champion, Brian was over 2 years colour, 1997 to 2001.
Joel was a member of Point Lonsdale SLC in Kenneth Day. He was a very powerful three-seater, wasn't in the first ever Victorian crew, which was later the Sunday title in 1960. Flag bearer in several Victorian championships in the March Bar Finals, representing junior R&R teams at Williamstown Lifesaving Club. Joel was a very generous person, hence his name So pictures of achievement will long be living memory of many male family.
Queensland Golf Coast and enjoyed Tugan Surf Club and 2 more sweeping reserve grade and junior crews with success. Many young Queenslanders owe great gratitude for John's mentoring and coaching surf rowing, but paddling and life coaching in general. Thank you, John. Frank Richards, the road runners who are 18 and 18 years, he was an expert in radio operation and maintenance, and he was many positions in our club in junior, including junior assistant manager, the Surfboats club in Sydney, chief issue organiser and pedestrian organiser and house officer. For his outstanding citizen record, he won the first region honour of best club of the two surf occasions. I was with him on the Surfboat named in his honour and left his life member of First Canal Club. Frank served the Surfboats club in Sydney where he was a Carnival of Richmond chief issue, maintained the Carnival of Richmond. For his outstanding citizen record, he won the President's Medal for the Surfboats club in Sydney. Frank Richards, we thank you for your faithful and long-dedicated service to North Carolina. Douglas J. Solly, passed away 28th of February, aged 74. Doug Solly's first rode in 71 and swept in 72 until 1980 after an amazing career in R&R and board building. Sol was a true waterman. His extensive knowledge of the surf from his past was the perfect prelude to becoming a very capable tweak. He understood surf, gripped water movement and when to go and when not to go. In 1977, he spent a year at Vancouver, after which he decided to return to Anglesey, the paddle board and did so until 86 when he developed the urge to tweak surfboats again. He continued back to Anglesey until 78 and swept from 1999 and coached cruises after. In 2005, the Victorian Surf Rowers League awarded Doug Solly life membership. This honours the highest of these award was bestowed upon Sol, the recognition of the outstanding service he had given their sport. In the mid-1990s, females joined the surfboat fraternity and Sol was quick to form a female crew. He spent many cruises over 40 years. It's impossible to mention them all. He won numerous carnival, state and Aussie titles. Doug Solly touched so many and we're all better for it. When in the surfboat with Sol sleeping, there was a wonderful feeling of security when venturing out in turbulent seas. What made the waves roll away. The Douglas Solly. Luke Street passed away 28th of August 2023, age 63. Luke was a dedicated member of North Canal Surf Lifesaving Club for 48 years, gaining as well as the holder of the 25-year service medal. He rode for club as a junior in bronze in New South Wales State Championships in 1977 again in 1978. Luke rode in the junior boat of Victoria's infamous Vancouver Australian Championships before they were eliminated in the semi-final in Mountain Series.
A testament of the courage for his young crew to even compete in those horrendous conditions. Luke was always a team man who gave so much to his club.
Morris Vaughan died 28th of October 2023. Original finalist to see Western Australia in 1987 and rode open reserves and masters for over 30 years, winning a number of places in WA state competition. He later became a successful coach and swept the junior and open women's crews. He was twice Fremantle SLC Bogey of the Year. R.I.P. Murray.
And our last citation, Peter Guru Williams, passed away 10th of October 22.
Age 85. Peter initially for a long box surf club in New South Wales, South Coast of 54, where he served as a line or sleep. He dedicated club man and held the position of club captain and patrol captain while being heavily committed to his boat crews. Growing in the open bench, he won the Australian Open Championship through a merry winner in 1960 with the legendary Sweet Baz Hurst. Peter moved to Bunbury where he had successful
junior crews before another move to North Burleigh Club where he quickly became involved in their strong surfboat section, sweeping their junior crew to Queensland State Gold, then open men at the Aussies final at Wanda. His influence at North Burleigh and then Tugun over the years lifted both those clubs to higher levels of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us now for a moment of reflection for 1 minute as we consider not only the people who have gone before us here, reflect on those of your dear ones who may have. Thank you for your attendance, everybody. Just please stay where you are for a few moments as we reflect.
There's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on to the wind, walk on to the rain, for your dreams reach us and
Well, thank you, athletes and ladies and gentlemen, for that significant moment. We know the conditions weren't the best for us, but thank you so much, and we really appreciate your involvement. And we will now look forward to moving on to the rest of the racing, which I understand, what's the next on the program, the 23s? The 23 male final. So they're cruising the male final. You can start getting yourselves organised to get your votes into the water.
There was our moment of reflection there. That was the moment of reflection there. So thank you to everyone who took the time there to get down the beach with their oars and make sure we had a wonderful time there. In the rain, I got that one wrong. The rain did come to us, Aaron. A little bit.
Mate, absolutely.
Yeah, my apologies. I said it wasn't going to rain, but it did.
It's not just raining. It's dead set pissing it.
While everyone was had the opportunity to be out of their tent and couldn't go back, so sorry about that. Didn't work out, and we've had a slight change to the program, Aaron.
Yeah, we have. We're going to move into the first final of the day. The under-23 males here at the Surf Life Saving Australia. Aussies here for finals day. The under-23 males, which we will introduce them shortly. So make sure you let your family and friends know. Jace Bean's just jumping out, the great man. He's thriving in the commentary box. He's beyond his apprenticeship stage. We're getting him more and more. We are here thanks to Tourism and Events Queensland. The Aussies are supported by the Queensland Government through Tourism and Events Queensland. Be part of the action and discover your next Queensland event at queensland.com/events. There's no place like Queensland when it comes to combining Australia's headline events with the most incredible destinations, from food and wine, festivals, art, culture and music, to blockbuster sport and iconic endurance races. Queensland is home to a world-class calendar of events. As Molly jumps out, ASRL Life member Don Cottrell's back, mate. Even though the rain hit, it might have been a bit of a sign. What a moving ceremony.
Absolutely moving, and so respectful of our surfboat fraternity to pay their respects the way that they have. And it all touches us. I know that one of those names read out was Peter Guru Williams, who was my first sweep. And yeah, a very emotional moment.
We will introduce the under-23 male crew shortly, so we're getting into a final. So once we have them on the water's edge, we'll get into it. So now's the time. Ring up your family, friends, let everybody know that it's party time for a final as we are getting into it. As I was looking at the start list, Donny, mate, Northcliffe, no go.
There you go, no Northcliffe in there. They were one of my favourites, that's for sure. South Curly underdogs, I like the look of them. Palm Beach Finns and Maroochydore Force. Maroochydore Force, back-to-back Australian champions. Can they go 3 in a row? I don't know if that's ever been done in an age category before, to win 3 on the trot. Red hot field.
And mate, the weather.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, the rain came down. That certainly blasted off the ocean. We were getting the wind picking up fairly strongly there. I'm assuming as these clouds lift a bit more, we will get the wind back. But it has blasted off a tad. We probably got about half an inch of rain during that ceremony then. It was belting down. Don't know whether you could pick that up. on the live stream or not.
And of course, a big thanks to the likes of Rod Costa and Mike Tamlin, who, and I'm sure Andy was helping in the background to collate that ceremony. It does take a lot of work to reach out to everybody around Australia and to collate the information. And I was saying earlier, Don, before you got in here, that it's not just the surfboat community that really admire this. The whole surf sports and lifesaving community know that how moving this is and really embrace it.
Yeah, the admiration of all of the sections of surf sports. The boaties are the only ones who recognise their fraternity in this way. And it is a very respectful, great thing that they do.
So we're just starting to move some boats, just getting the start list sorted from our end. Of course, we are here thanks to DHL. As a major national partner of Surf Lifesaving Australia, DHL has been helping surf lifesavers deliver safer beaches since 2003. And today, DHL is honouring the dedication of the 20-plus year club, which celebrates volunteers who have dedicated over 20 years of service to their club. These individuals and their stories can be seen across the Broadwalk. Visit dhlsummer.com for the full gallery, mate. You got 20 years covered, haven't you?
And keep the comments coming. Thanks very much to Disco, who's just done a correction on me. Everyone loves a corrector.
Oh, there's always bloody one, isn't there?
He's just letting me know that Damien Claypan did it at Rainbow 3 in a row with his 23s. Oh, hang on. At the end of it, Disco's gone, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you can't do that.
Come on, you can't do that, Disco. Mate, if you're going to send me text, mate, make sure they're factual, please. Anyway, that's a good effort. Aaron Hickey in that crew. Of course, Damien Claypan, as we've mentioned before, 11 Australian gold medals.
We'll just wait a few more moments to formally identify who's in the under-23 male final. We'll just wait till they're on the starting line. But of course, the Isuzu Ute Australia are proud to partner with Surf Lifesaving Australia. The Isuzu D-Max and MUX have everything you need to grow your own way on your next adventure. Great deals are available to Surf Lifesaving Club members. Stop by the Isuzu Ute stand to learn more. And I'll tell you what is firing at the moment on all four cylinders is that beach boaty bar at the top of the Alex Surf Club. Although that rain might have put a few of them inside, I'll give you the tip.
What a great initiative that is. So at the Surf Lifesaving titles, they've set a temporary pop-up bar right on the beachfront, comfy chairs, and it has been packed every afternoon and pumping. Bit of live music. And the refreshments, rehydration are flowing. Bulleye on the screen there now, swept by Paul Jones.
Yes.
What a history this club has in surf boats. Such a strong surf boat club. Not massive numbers, but such quality. There you go. The stroke's giving us the thumbs up there. He's pumped. Oh, Tash, who's jumped in front of us there. Have you got something for us, Tash?
Yeah, hi, we're down here with the under-23 male final. I've got Bulleye Gold behind me, looking nervous but focused, I think. So we'll be getting the first final underway. You can just hear the stinger music going in the background, and that'll be followed by the 23 female final. So the weather's changed, unfortunately, so we've got that wind and that rain here, but it won't affect these crews. They know what they've got to do. They're focused. So I'll let we go back to you guys at home, and good luck to all these crews.
Thank you very much. Well, this is the final of the 2024 Australian Championships for the under-23 male. We're going to introduce the crews, and in alley number 1 here for the final, Bulleye Gold, as mentioned. It's not just the open men who dominate. We've seen the open women win at the state championships not too long ago, so they're really becoming a strong force here in surfboat rowing in alley number 1. Alley number 2, South Curl underdogs there, swept by Rob Lowry with Zach Tasman, of course Harrison and Tremaine in the crew. The Palm Beach Pins in alley number 3, swept by Peter Spence, Ben, the two Thomases, and Aramic in alley number 4. The South Curl Burley, Angus David, Alan Toby, Mark Spiteri there sweeping. Alley number 5, Megsy with the Maroochydore Force, with Sean, Matthew, Riley and Mason. And on the right-hand side in alley number 6, how wonderful to see North Cottesloe continuing to get it done at the Aussie titles. Richard with Zaid, Angus, Matthew and Ian Clark the sweep. Let's get it on, Don.
Peter Spence on camera there. he is not new to this category and not new to success in this category. Palm Beach have got a magnificent history in under 23s, especially under 23 men's. The Termite on screen there now, Rob Lowry with his son in the crew. What a moment for him. And again, he has had massive success at these surf titles held at Alexandria Headlands. Last time around, he walked away with 5 medals, one of them rowing and the other 4 sweeping. Like gold, Paul Jones, he's not happy. Jonesy just walking back there to have a chat.
And do you know what? I don't mind this. It's an Aussie final. If he's got any sort of doubts or anything wrong, he wants to talk to someone about it. He's got a right to, but he does seem a little bit ticked off here.
Well, there's sheep stations on it. We crossed to Tash. What do you got for us, Tash?
Yeah, what's happening down here on the beach is that it's quite unfair on the start line for those crews that are in alleys 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got a bit of a hole, so they're having to start a little bit back. And then you've got the crews right down the far end in alleys 5, 6 and 7 that are on a bit of a bank, and they're actually able to go out a bit further. So in some races today, we've seen up to a boat length difference off the start, and we are in finals. We want to see fair racing. So the Bulleye Sweep has just walked away from his boat, which means they won't start the race. And he's now having a chat with Tamara about what can be done to even up the start of this race. So I can hear the Bulleye boys, Shane Jelovan, saying calm him down. Just make sure he stays respectful with the officials.
Tash, just go take a couple steps closer. Get the mic in there.
They really can't. They really can't have an unfair start like this. And for these crews that are on that northern end of the course, they're trying to go out as far as they can, which means they end up in waist deep water. And everyone knows what it's like trying to start deep. It's risky. You might not get in the boat. And so these crews at the other end are at knee-deep water when it's waist-deep for the other crews.
And Tasha, we were saying a little bit earlier, not to
Tamara has gone back to chat with the officials. She's conferring with Mick Lang, Mick Crow, Tamara and Dave Hargrave. So all the officials are trying to work out what they can do to make this as fair as possible. But Bulleye certainly standing their ground at this moment. He's not going back to the boat. And the check starters are just a little unsure what to do. So these crews, you know, they waste a lot of energy standing on the start line like this. There's a lot of adrenaline running through the body. So they just need to try and stay relaxed and focus on the job that they've got to do. Try not to get caught up in the drama. But the officials are now calling down the marshals. So the marshals are now...
Wouldn't be an Aussie title without a bit of drama down there, Tash, that's for sure.
No, so yeah, it's they're just, Tamara looks like she's got a resolution here, so she's walking back to Bulleye now. So I'm going to walk over. I don't know if I'll keep reception, see if I can hear what's being said.
Yeah, get in there.
Shane Jelovan on screen there, one of the senior sweeps.
So it sounds like Tamara said, play, bring it.
And we're just saying, Tash, probably fair enough. These crews work hours upon hours for months on end, and it's an Aussie final, and he's probably got every right to at least ask the question, that's for sure.
Okay, so they are moving alleys, so it looks like they've shifted everybody down. I'm just going to find out here, see if I can shout out to Tamara. Tamara!
Nice work, love it.
Yeah. Live action there on the beach. We're going to get right into it.
They're moving down, so they're moving everyone across to try and get them into those shallower parts of water. So hopefully this will get everyone a little bit of a fairer start here. We have seen on the northern end of the course, they do have a better wave. So while it might be a little bit deeper at the start, they're going to get that wave coming home, hopefully. But we'll cross back to the boys in the commentary. We have got flags in the air, so we are in the starters' hands. So we'll go back to commentary and see how this race unfolds.
Thank you very much. Great update. This is the Australian Surf Life Saving Championship final for the under-23 males. Bulleye Gold, South Curl underdogs in 2, Palm Beach Finns in 3, South Curl Billy in 4, Maroochydore Force in 5, and North Cottesloe Moose, Rep and WA in 6. Let's get it underway. Don Cottrell.
South Curly on screen there, the underdogs, New South Wales state champions. Have I got that wrong? Oh no, that's them. 2 South Curly crews in this 23 finals. Great effort for the club. Future looks bright. And you can see the split there between alleys 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, where that hole has appeared as the tide drops out. We've still got a couple of hours to go on this as well.
2 o'clock.
So there's going to be more dramas with these holes at the beach before the day is over. If you think the 23 sweeps can carry on, you wait till you get to the opens.
Bulleye, of course, there. Swept by Jonesy.
Paul Jones, left-handed sweep. Got to be an advantage there.
Underdogs, New South Wales State Team Champions. We actually have five of the finalists from New South Wales State. A few here, definitely South Kirkhill ×2. Got the Finns from Palm Beach as well, who finished second. So form line shows South Kirkhill Underdogs, Palm Beach. As always, Don, couple to watch. Flags are up. It'll be a start shortly. And they're away. The first final of the day, the under-23 males. Let's see who navigates it the best. There's one on the left-hand side. It's going to hit him straight away, Don.
Yeah, waves there. South Curly up and over. But there was a lot of waves in front of those other crews. We might get the wider shot here soon and just see who got away the best off that.
Maroochydore gone. Off they go. One length in front already. We know how powerful they've been for the last 2 or 3 years. Maroochydore force leading just in front of South Kirkhill Underdogs and Palm Beach not far away. Great start by the Queenslanders in Michael Brooks.
Yeah, just off his home beach here, Maroochydore. And Michael Brooks will be loving that start, and he'll be letting his boys know, you're out in front. I just want you to go through the process here. Watch your oar, in and out, good length. We can have this. You've just got to row your race. Don't look around here, boys. Out to the cans, and he will get them round. Michael Brooks will get them round super quick. We are just back onto the South Curly crew there. And to the right of them, I think that is the Maroochydore crew that we're talking about being out in front. And then North Cottesloe to the right of the screen there again. With a bit of work to do, the crew from North Cottesloe.
Maroochydore have been a hot topic for the past couple of years, this crew. They sit nice and long, really exaggerate the finish and keep that blade in. And that's how Meggsy likes it with this crew. We've seen the damage they've done on the national stage for a couple of years now. And they're leading the way just... They're the second from the right as they turn in front of second place. Probably would be Palm Beach Finns and South Kirkhill Underdogs equal on screen there. You can see the Underdogs turning nicely. So they're already making their way in here in the final of the under-23s, and they've all got to catch a force.
That's red hot. It is on. South Curly on your screen there. The Underdogs, Palm Beach Finns beside them. And the Underdogs with that unusual style that Rob Lowry's got of turning the boat, leaning back on the tuck, spinning it around, maintaining his boat speed. But there they are, Maroochydore force from where we see it. We think they might have their nose in front here. Left-handed sweep, Michael Brooks will be looking for that runner because these guys can milk it better, as good as anyone on the field.
South Kirkhill Underdogs in alley number 2. You can see they're about to hit the gate centre of screen. And Palm Beach, Pete Spence with the Finns, so there's 3 in it. Bulli would be in 4th, and we're going back to North Cottesloe on the right-hand side. You can see this is even right out. There's 3 or 4 crews at the moment, and it's alleys 2 to 5, the 2 crews from South Kirkhill, but they're still probably chasing Maroochydore.
Runner under Maroochydore here. Rate comes up. Look at them lean back. Watch the bowie here. Throw himself into the bow and hang in that. Will they pull themselves over it? As I mentioned, there's no better. They won't. That goes out from underneath them. Here comes Northcott from behind. We can't see what's going on down the other end. Maroochydore in dead water here. There is Palm Beach, one of the Palm Beach crews there. That'd be the Finns. They are rowing for the line there. South Curly Burley looks to be out of it.
Let's see who's going to get this. It's a tight one. We can't get all the crews in the shot, but it's going to be between 3 or 4 crews. I think the fist has gone up. Not sure. He might be slamming it, actually. Palm Beach might have missed out. So we're going to have to wait and see who's going to be the gold medalist of the under-23 males. Natasha Tunney will be on site, ready to go to grab it, but it's definitely between, I'd go the 2 South Kirkhill crews. Maroochidore's up there. Bulli missing out. But we're just not too sure there of the gold medalist of the under-23 male, but you can see it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, we don't have the advantage of the drone in the air, unfortunately. We apologise for that. Technical issues making it difficult for us here calling it, and also for you at home. But what a race that was. It appeared that Maroochydore Force had their nose in front, but South Curly Underdogs, they were right there. Marucci running the top of that one, couldn't quite get down it. If they had, that would have been definitely 3 in a row for them. 3 Australian gold medals. We'll have Tash listening in on a radio, I would imagine, down on the beach there, just listening at the calls from either end of the towers. They will be conferring with one another now, letting us know where the place getters are. Quite possibly we will also have that confirmed through the video as well. We have a video line judge sitting back in behind the beach. He will be checking that out.
And we'll be watching for a bit of body language as well. We'll await to get the results of the under-23 males as soon as we do. And so you get the next one into the water. If Tash is down there and can hear us, have you got any update at all?
go straight to video. We need to.
Okay, Tash is just conferring with the officials now. We're trying to get the mail for you. As the under-23 females are pushing in.
It's going to video, so we're going to start the coverage of the under-23 females here at the Australian Surf Life Saving Championships in alley number 1. The Avoca Beach Zephyrs. Darcy, Ellie, Riley, Summer with Maddie Mitchell sweeping alley number 2. The Grenades, can they go back-to-back? Alaball Ace, Maddie Filkey, Hunter Island. Talia and Peter Tidswell there, Pedro. In alley number 3, the Pina Coladas from Palm Beach, where we got the 2 Charlottes, Eliza, Abigail and Matthew. In alley number 4, Northcliffe Lightning. Can Damien make it number 12 for his illustrious career, with Olivia, Annie, Georgia Imogen and Ollie Mittens also there covering one of those. So good luck to that crew. The Coleroy Crusaders in alley number 5, Lauren Isabel, Alex, Frankie and Gavin Scott. And the Peace Mode of Palm Beach, New South Wales state champions. Can they make it an Aussie gold with Annika, Kenya, Aisha, Emily and Coxie there? Let's get this one going. Johnny Cottrell, how are we feeling?
Check starter ready, flag in the air, and right next to that, Damien Claypan. He's got to be the shortest price in this field. Glenelg Grenades, you mentioned, can they go back-to-back? What you meant to say was back-to-back-to-back. They are going for 3 in a row as well. Pedro Tinsel, Northcliffe on screen there. Beside them, the Coleroy Crusaders. We are in the hands of the starter. Check starter's happy with the line. Not as much drama at the start of the 23 female race as what we had at the start of the male. Gun must be up. Rowers down in a starting position.
Damien Clay for Northcliffe on the left. Gavin Scott there on the right here. This is the under-23 females final of the Australian titles here at Alexander Headlands, left to right. You can see on screen once again Avoca Beach, Glenelg, Palm Beach, Northcliffe, Coleroy and Palm Beach Peace Mode.
Yeah, right over on the right-hand side there, Coxie, the sweep of the Palm Beach Peace Mode. He is on the white can. They are not operating off the red and yellow for those who are familiar with the arrangement of the cans. Alley 1 is not in play due to the depth of the water in that starting position. They are marshalling off the black all the way through to the white. And check starter has his flag down now. I've been corrected. You reckon Glenelg have only won 2023?
Correct.
There you go.
Back-to-back Australian team reps. Current Australian gold medalists. They won their first one last year over in Perth. So once again, they're working in a trio on each side. They've got a 3 and a 3. Ali's 1 to 3 and 4 and 6 on the right there away. Great start there by the crews, Northcliffe and Currumbin. Let's see who can get the best advantage. Pretty clean run out. The crew that might get hit is Northcliffe and also Palm Beach in alley number 3. Let's see what happens here. Northcliffe over the top. Glenelg have got hit there in alley number 2. And it's Northcliffe who are away with Coleroy.
Oh, big trouble in alleys 1, 2 and 3. They've all been checked. They will have the pumps working here. The crew in alley 2, Glenelg's got to straighten himself up. That's put a dent in their campaign. Northcliffe Lightning, Damien Claypan had a great push there. He had a good run across the bank and into the back, and I reckon he's jumped out in front there, Az.
Yeah, he absolutely has. Northcliffe Lightning on the right-hand side with Coleroy. They're the two. They've got the best start. Palm Beach Peace Mode, New South Wales state champions there. But it's Northcliffe probably a length in front. We've been saying it all weekend. They have come out of nowhere and have just destroyed the field in the rounds, and they've got the best start so far. Now let's see what happens here. They're a length in front of Coleroy, Palm Beach Peace Mode. They're the 3 crews on screen now.
Yeah, left to right on your screen. Damien Claypan crouching down, talking to his crew. Here again, we'll let them know where they're sitting in this race. You've got your nose in front here, girls. Let's finish this. Coleroy to the right-hand side of them. The crews in alleys 1, 2 and 3 just not getting away to the best of starts. That's Avoca, Glenelg and Palm Beach Pina Coladas. We are riding there in alley 7 here with Coxie and the Palm Beach Peace Mode. You can see them. They are in contention here for a podium finish. No doubt about it. Coleroy Crusaders as they move up. What have we got on the edge here?
That's a winners, possibly South Kirkhill, the under-23 male, but we'll get back to that shortly because it's Northcliffe. They're a length to 2 lengths in front. That's second place there. Coleroy, they're the ones in second, and on the right-hand side, we're still focusing on the Peace Mode, the top 3. Fourth place moving into it are the Pina Coladas, and then a bit of a gap to 5th and 6th. Avoca Glenelg got the work to do, but who can chase Northcliffe? Annie, Imi, Georgia and Ollie Mitten there in the bow with Damien Clayton.
Look at the water coming off the bow as they surge it forward. Great rowing here by the girls. You've seen those clean catches going in, and this wind starts to pick back up again. They're running the top of this little one. They have been able to finish wave in front in most of their races here today. They are leading it here now. They just need the wave gods to work with them. They've won the rowing race. Can they finish on the top of the podium?
Left-hand side there, they're the ones still work to do. Avalon and Glenelg. It's still Northcliffe. They've got Imi, Georgia and Ali and Ollie Mitten, who lost her dad 18 months ago. The Bodie there down in Torquay. Do it for your dad. Your mum's up here watching as well with your brother, and they're going to get it done if they get down this run.
Oh, Coleroy coming from behind. Damien is not going to get down that.
No! Are they going to get down it, mate?
Oh, I don't think Coleroy going to climb onto that either. He's done it. Damien Claypan, he's got himself the wave in front here again. And have a look at that. You can make that number 12 gold medals at an Australian title. This man is incredible.
Fist pump moment. Great work. The Queensland has done it. Look at this. Hugs all around. Second place is going to be between Coleroy there. They're going to get second. Then let's see the shot behind for third. Palm Beach Peace Mode still the ones out in front. But we've also got the crews on the left-hand side. But look at that relief. They've probably been one of the top 2 or 3 crews all weekend here. And they've done it for their club. Once again, congratulations, mate. You know his journey very well, Damien, and he's done it again.
Yeah, great emotion there in the boat. Damien getting around the girls. That's a great result again for the girls at under 23 from Northcliffe. Handshakes to Damien.
Hugs there. Ollie's hugging her mum. The girls are getting around it. Imi, Georgia, Annie. Huge emotion. Ollie only joined the crew 6 weeks ago. Moved up for uni in Queensland. You can see him embracing Damien now. They've worked like absolute animals for 6 or 7 weeks. I was telling you earlier today, and how's the emotion with the crew?
Yeah, Malcolm Trees, our photographer, right in there as well, capturing this emotion. And we might have Tash down here now. Hey, there we go. Just as well they can row.
Huge relief. Confirmation of results coming up shortly. But we'll also get the winners of the under-23 male. But let's throw it down now to Natasha Tunney.
Down here with Northcliffe Lightning. Damien, that was a huge race. Bit of holding on the start there. What was going through your head, girls, while you're waiting on the line there?
Just breathe and trust Amo. Yeah. That's literally all we do, breathe and trust Amo. Amo knows all. Yeah, if Amo's relaxed, we're relaxed.
Okay. Now, who joined the crew 6 weeks ago? What a journey. Have you rowed surfboats before, or was this first time?
I think I did 2 carnivals before with Jen Jerk. Yeah. And then I came up for uni, and it just so happened that they were needing a crew member, so I jumped in, and it's been the most wild but the best ride possible. Best decision.
Pretty phenomenal effort. Damien, how are the girls?
Yeah, it was good. We had to own that start. That's what we worked on for the last 6 weeks, and they did that, got a really good lead, and then just kept increasing and did enough. It was good.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, girls, go and celebrate. You are Aussies2024 gold medalists for the under-23 females. Well done.
Thanks, Tash. And there they are, looking down the camera. They are our winners. And we will come back to you with the rest of the placings with the 23 females. But while I've got your attention here, I can let you know the under-23 male final. In 6th position, North Cottesloe Moose. In 5th position, Bulli Gold. In 4th position, South Curl Burley. And in 3rd position, and winner of the bronze medal, Palm Beach Finns. In 2nd position, Maroochydore Force, winners of the silver medal. And the winners are gold medalists, South Curly Underdogs.
There you go. Bit more history to write in the record books for that one for